You see that thing that you're supposed to be able to do, like with the cans?
Yeah, you tried it last week and it didn't work.
Did we do that where we turn it around? Did we do that last week?
Yeah, and it took you like 2 or 3, or yeah, on the third attempt you finally got
Did it pop? I don't remember this.
Barely.
Yeah.
I mean, that also barely popped.
Well, yeah. I bite my fingernails real bad again.
Do you need me to open it for you?
No, I got it.
Come here.
I got it.
I don't have much fingernails. I still can open.
Dude, you don't chew them down as hard as I do, brother.
I don't chew. I used to chew.
I do. I stopped for a while and I'm back full on.
Now, do you
I don't know
chew
why.
your toenails?
I can't reach.
Would you if you could?
Oh, I have. When I was a flexible young man. No, I don't think I've ever been able to put my foot that high.
Welcome to We Need Wrestling. I'm sure you've watched Customs, where feet are in mouth in wrestling.
Ugh. No.
Ew.
Are you saying that to me? You're sure I did?
No.
Oh, I was going to say.
The general audience.
I'm not a foot man.
Adam. So welcome to We Need Wrestling.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Yeah, welcome. That was fucking great. Welcome to We Need Wrestling. We're in a mood. We did so.
Oh yeah,
we put ourselves in a mood before we recorded.
That's all lovingly and jokingly
Yeah.
aside. I love you, Vansky. You're my guy.
So,
Let's be honest. Hey, what's up, dude?
He's too busy watching fantasy videos of people beating up Kyle Fletcher this week.
Yeah, right. He's just staring at his fucking computer screen, smoking cigarettes.
Yep. Yeah.
Just staring a hole through Kyle Fletcher.
Right.
Listen, Kyle Fletcher, you better watch your fucking
That's
back.
right. Watch
right?
your back, brother. Run you out of this.
Gonna get attacking.
Run you out of this country. Oh man. Yeah. Welcome to We Need Wrestling. I'm DJ. Across the table from me is my pal, my brochacho. Brett Brosif.
Brodadino. What up, man? What's going on?
This is going to be a weird episode. I almost had a really terrible nickname for you that I cannot do. I can't say it.
Go on.
Nope, can't say it. Because it makes very little sense and would be highly offensive. But
go on.
Nope, can't do it. I'll tell you off air.
All right, that's for the after
if
dark.
I remember. But
everybody wants to have an after dark. We're gonna have one.
We're gonna have if Brother Ray Deadly can have an after dark.
Fucking ladle and Todd's warmth. How
right?
Dare you?
How dare that? Well, no, not an original thought in that fucker's head anyway.
How many brain cells?
Right?
Left?
Who would have thought that the best thing in that guy's career would be when he was just like the slack-jawed idiot in Hillbilly and ECW.
Yeah.
And like he became like a New York tough guy. Like that's what his gimmick in like TNA is, right? That he's like a New York tough guy or a Philly tough guy. Right?
Yeah, he's a New York tough guy.
That's fucking stupid.
Bully Ray.
Yeah, that's real dumb.
So I watched some Impact this week.
Okay.
Because remember how I was like, yeah, hey, Alex Shelley's champ. I'm going to watch some Impact.
He didn't wrestle this week, though, did he?
He did.
Oh.
But the opening promo established that his first challenger is going to be Nick Aldis.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So,
cool.
Don't know how much, I don't know how much I'm going to be watching.
Didn't they just re-sign Moose to the longest contract in Impact history? I'm pretty sure he said. He wants to be
Mr.
Spoiler
Impact. I have nothing on it.
Yeah.
I watched, skip through, not a fucking thing.
You know, I did briefly see the article about Moose, and he did get re-signed to Impact. I think the longest contract they've ever given anybody. But he was like, I guess he told them he was going to like shop the like free agent market, and then ended up signing back. And it was like, yeah, he signed back because nobody fucking wants him. Ugh. All right. What are we talking about this week? We got wrestling in the America.
How are you?
I'm good, buddy. How are you?
I'm fucking.
I got nothing.
I'm good, dude. I'm in a very good.
Mood. I'm in a pretty good mood. I might be a little punchy because of it. We're a little up more than we are down. I think.
A little up. Yeah. We should be more depressed.
That's right. We should be fucking sadder.
Fuck.
Oh, sad sacks like the rest of these idiots on the
Fuck
Twitter.
this happy bullshit.
No, man, we got to see some good punk rock the other day.
Dude, I'm like,
we got some
flying high off
good
that.
sad emo music coming
I said
on
I'm
Saturday.
hitting different levels of sad boy this week.
We got
geeky nerd breakup sad boy,
yeah.
and then I have I hate my life and I want it to end sad boy.
And then we got the big Pape on Sunday. I call it a Pape because I know how much Joe hates when people call it a Pape.
Oh man.
So we do that here because I'm gonna have a bit. If Ed Cody's gonna call us out on Twitter,
Edward.
thanks for listening, Ed. I was genuinely shocked that he listens. I hope you like the show. I hope you don't find it boring, like you do every other good wrestler.
No, listen. I cannot be a house divided with Ed right now.
Yeah,
we need a strong front.
Right.
Phil needs us.
Yeah, well, I wasn't talking about Phil. I said good wrestlers.
I know. Wait a minute, you son of a bitch. Listen, just because nobody fucking loves you, like Phil loves us because we love him. Okay?
Yeah.
Tell me when I'm telling
I
lies.
I want to bring a sign of what I call Phil and see if he's okay with it.
What do you call Phil?
I'm not going to say that on the air either.
I'll turn you into the police.
Okay. Look. Hello, Chicago Police Department.
Look, it's the police.
Sting shows up, but not cool Sting, music Sting.
That Sting's pretty cool too.
Well, he's all right.
Come on. Remember when he was in that, when they did the part of the Puff Daddy song? That was pretty cool. Every step I take, every move I make.
Yep.
It was good.
I'll be missing you.
Yeah, see?
What's her name? Faith Evans? She in that song?
Somebody tell me why.
There you go.
Yeah. That's how it went.
So that was the whole thing, though, because I don't think they paid initially to sample that, and then Sting got pissed, and so they did that performance and then came to an agreement with Sting afterwards. I think there was some controversy around
I'm not up on my Bad Boy Records lore in the year 2023.
All you know is that Puff had both Biggie and Tupac killed. Anyway.
Allegedly. You better allegedly that son of a bitch, all right? Eminem said that in that diss he had against MGK a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
One of the lines was like something like about how Diddy had Pac killed.
Yeah.
And at the end, he was just like, he's like, I'm just playing Diddy. You know I love you.
Yeah, right. You gotta get that apology in there.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Yeah.
Wrestling with life. Wrestling with
Craig
love.
Mack probably had Biggie killed for stealing his spot.
Come on. Dude, I feel like we've talked about Craig Mack a lot.
What's the flavor in your ear?
What a song.
But I'm
what the
good.
fuck is going on?
I don't know. This is my favorite part of the show every week, honestly.
Yeah.
No, I'm good though, dude. We got a good week. We got a good
Yeah, dude.
people getting together.
I'm probably
on
gonna wear
Sunday?
this shirt again on Saturday. Don't
All
judge
right.
me,
I don't
please.
care. Why would I ever judge you? I don't judge you, boo.
Well, I was like, I'm gonna like dress up like a sad goth bitch. But also, I'm like, no, that's weird.
All right.
I also don't want to be wearing like black jeans in Philadelphia at the end of June.
Right.
It'll be hot.
Yeah. I get it.
Although I did wear me and Doug dressed like goth bitches when we went and saw Black Audio that one time.
True.
That was cool.
Yeah, I won't judge you for that if you don't judge me for wearing the same underwear I'm wearing right now. Right through. So
okay,
that's just what it is.
Well,
it's all clothing.
I don't have to smell your balls, so it doesn't bother me.
Nobody judge anybody. You don't have to.
You choose to.
But Jesus
what
Christ,
the fuck is going on?
What is wrong with us?
All right, you wanna wrestle?
Wrestle? You want to wrestle?
Huh?
Salvin, you want to wrestle? Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
All right.
So we got a lot. So this is.
Are you doing your newsy news?
Oh yeah, I should do that. Do you have any news?
Nothing.
I don't have it. I thought I could have swore I had news, but I don't. Maybe it was the moose thing.
Does Google have news?
Well, I'm going to look that up in a second. But this is the first week of sort of. We didn't really discuss this, but like, there's a whole extra 2 hours of wrestling to talk about this week for the first time.
I thought about that the other day. I'm like, oh wait a minute, there's a whole nother show.
Yeah, and that's where Rampage is going to get the old. Anything good on Rampage? Nope. But like, maybe we'll adjust how we treat AEW since there's now 1.5 million hours of content.
Well, if Rampage is like the one coming up every week,
I would just cancel Rampage honestly. But pro wrestling. Do we do spoilers on this show? We don't, right?
No, we don't.
Because I'll complain about it. Who debuts on Rampage next week? Pro wrestling news. Mark Henry threatened to quit WWE over Vince McMahon prank from Wrestling Headlines. This sounds interesting.
Oh, not when Michael PSA's called him a slur.
Ooh,
He didn't call him a slur. He said, I'm not going to say it.
Nope.
Look it up.
Boop. Mark Henry made an appearance on Chris Van Vliet's Insight to discuss a wide range of topics. During the podcast, the WWE Hall of Famer recalled being upset about a prank where he threatened to quit WWE after Vince McMahon disrespected him with the prank. The prank was in 2011 when McMahon sent him to the ring at the end of the show to wrestle Sin Cara. Henry waited for McMahon to come out to make the match with Cara, but McMahon never came out and left the arena in the limo.
Oh, good.
I felt disrespected. I felt trivialized. Out of all the work that I did, like all of the sacrificing, and you people say, oh, you get paid a lot of money. You know what, man? I didn't get paid enough money to dummy down my pride and my respect as a man. Ain't no price for that. And when that happened, I felt like, okay, I'm expendable. I'm useless to them. They don't respect me. Being that I am a man and that I was able to say my piece to Vince and everybody involved, just like you just know who I am, because that won't ever happen again. If it does, like us talking will not be an option and I'll quit. Vince McMahon said that he thought it was funny and they wanted to get to the cars and get to the airport, and that was going to give them time to get out of there without any traffic, not thinking, how's Mark going to feel after this? You know what, Mark Henry? Shut up. WWE has reportedly held talks with the current New Japan Pro Wrestling tag team.
Who? The Tamatonga and Tongaloa?
Let's see.
Sure as hell ain't Bishamon.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be Aussie Open because they are a hashtag all
in recent years, WWE has signed many big names. Seems going to be bringing more talent and promotion. According to the recent report from BWE, a duo from Japan may soon be joining a stable with a current recruit training in the company's performance center.
That sounds like made up bullshit.
Well, the company's it's not saying who it is.
Yeah, dumb.
So
they got you to click though.
Yep, they got me to click.
That's
they got
the definition of clickbait.
Oh, this was the thing.
Shocked me there.
Fuego del Sol is finishing up with AEW.
Cool. What's up next?
Would have been super successful if Fuego Dos didn't disappear on him.
Well, you know.
Let's see. WWE star confirmed McMahon's creative role. Band of Misfits, 10 wrestling stables that were just thrown together.
Jerry Only versus Dr. Death in a steel cage.
LA Knight was converted into a manager as Max Derpy, according to Wrestling News here.
Dude.
But Max Dupree, because WWE was concerned about his age.
LA Knight, brother.
And AJ Lee is in Stars, and she's on that heel show on Stars, looking fucking jacked.
Dude, I saw it. Oh my gosh, she looks like she's ready to get back in the ring. She looks awesome.
You know, and anything can happen, I guess. AEW is having a really good time signing spouses. I clicked on this Misfit Wrestling Stable thing. I'm just gonna run through it real quick.
The Union,
X Factor.
You know you did it with the X Factor.
The Misfits in Action.
God bless you, Uncle Cracker.
The Social Outcasts. The Hardy Family Office.
Oh God.
Sports Entertainment Extreme.
Fuck yeah.
Retribution. The League of Nations.
Okay.
The Union.
What
a weird fucking team that. Why'd they do that to Mick? The Magnificent Seven.
Was that towards the end of WCW?
Yes.
It was. Rick
WCW
Steiner
pushed the Magnificent Seven
as
one of their final major acts.
I fucking know, brother.
Scott Steiner was WCW champion. Ric Flair was the authority figure.
Mm-hmm.
Buff Bagwell, Lex Luger, Road Warrior Animal, Jeff Jarrett, and Rick Steiner made up the rest of the group with Scott and Flair.
I remember.
Crazy. And number one, PCB. Paige, Charlotte, and Becky.
Was that they went by PCB?
PCB, because it's the first initial of each one of their names.
Well, I remember when they originally debuted, they were going by like the submission sorority.
Yeah.
Not realizing that was like a porn thing, which is hilarious.
Yes, Paige was established a main roster star with Charlotte and Becky forming PCB with her. The trio was forced together and struggled until the group ended up better in singles runs.
I remember when they debuted. I didn't know they threw them together. Yeah. I just remember they threw Naomi, Sasha, and was it Tamina together?
I don't know.
Team Bad?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Weird.
Team Bad.
Here's a top 10 controversial. We're not going to go down this road.
No.
That's it for the news, everybody.
I do love a list. I'm a list man.
Wait, was it this button last week?
Let's hope so. You should be hearing Funky Donkey right now. Is it funky.
All right.
Cool, man.
Cool, dude.
All right.
Let's talk some wrestling on the North American side.
I got some things.
All right, you got some things.
We were talking about this earlier.
Yes, I only watched all the million hours of AEW this week on the domestic side. That's not true. I think I had Raw on for half a second and shut it off again.
Raw was
Raw
not bad.
Yeah.
But before we get into that,
yes.
Dark Side of the Ring.
Oh, I watched this
on Matt Bourne.
Yes.
I knew that it was a big old druggie.
Yeah, sure. He's a wrestler in the 80s.
And I often say, bring drugs back to pro wrestling.
Right. Hashtag bring drugs back.
But let's not
Ed, start floating that one out there.
Let's not beat up your significant other, though.
Right. Let's not be.
Let's
not
do that.
Yeah. Do drugs, be good people. Is that a thing we can? I'm gonna put that on a T-shirt.
Sure.
Do drugs, be good people.
Yeah. They just talk about him. The beginning, his dad being a wrestler, which I had no fucking idea.
Tough Tony Osborne.
Yeah. I'm not I don't know a ton about Matt Bourne.
No.
Did
you know he was on Mania 1?
No, I had no fucking idea.
It's crazy, right?
But apparently it was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Right. Ricky Steamboat looked good, but Osborne's the one who had it together.
Okay. I knew Big Josh.
Yeah,
I know
of course.
Doink, obviously.
Yeah. Big Josh has a galoob.
That's one of the most expensive galoobs, too. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I just remember him walking those bears to the ring.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool.
Very weird. They didn't talk about the Bears on this, did they?
They showed the Bears again.
Did they show the Bears?
Yeah.
Okay. I listened to this today. I was back and forth. So.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean, again, you're not going to learn a ton.
No.
The end of life stuff is pretty fucked up.
Yeah. So that was sort of
some wild accusations being thrown at people.
Right. So that was sort of my thing. I was really into this. B. Brian Blair tells the story about them fighting.
What a story!
And B. Brian Blair is I don't know what he was on, but we got into a fight and I beat him up real bad.
Yeah.
And then 20 minutes later, he's back at me. And then an hour later, he's back at me. And he's and he got real close with me one time. So I bit his lip off and spit it out at him.
And he tried gouging
went after his eye. And he said, with Nikita Koloff or Ivan, booted him in the chest and said, no eyes. What a crazy fucking thing to have to say to an adult. And Brian was I wouldn't have had an eye. He goes, he would have popped it right out of my head.
Blair was just seriously, that second time he goes, I beat the shit out of him.
Right. Yeah.
Just kept coming back.
Right. Kept coming back for more.
Drugs, baby.
Right. And then Foley, they talk about the Bourne and Hacksaw Jim Duggan feud. Rat Pack and the real life feud. And right away in this episode, Duggan's he's a bully. I don't like him.
Yeah.
And then at one point, Mick Foley says, you have to try real hard and not to like Jim Duggan. He's one of the most loved guys.
Because they show the clip and years later.
Yeah.
At a PWS show. I think it was that Pro Wrestling Syndicate, right?
Syndicate, yeah.
Where Duggan and Bourne were supposed to have the match, and Bourne just tried shooting on him. You want to work?
He said he punched him in the crotch for real, trying to hurt him. And he said that's when Hacksaw stood up and was like, "You gonna work or we gonna shoot?
Yep.
You gonna work or you gonna shoot?" And he said that he wanted to do. I'll hit you with a chair. You hit me with a 2x4, and Hacksaw's there's 100 people out there.
He goes, let's do a walk and talk.
Let's just do a walk and talk, brother. Get out of here real easy. And he shot on him, and it's right there on the thing. You want to work? You want to shoot?
Yeah, and then
Hacksaw's an intense thing.
Yeah, going to the back, be let's go fucking settle this back there.
Right, where it's supposed to be done, and Bourne left through the fire exit.
Yeah.
Never came back in.
What a fucking nut.
Listen, Duggan in his older age has had some health issues that have really slowed him down.
Well, of course, yeah.
But a healthy, sort of amped up and
say hack
free moving Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Have you seen my 3 Sapphire?
Not yet, Dusty. We're still looking. I wouldn't fight Hacksaw.
Fuck no.
He'd building a brick shit, and his daughter talked about how big Bourne was. He was a big dude.
Yeah, he was big.
With big hands. But Duggan, and I guess they're from the same era, kinda. I think Duggan probably a little older than him.
Maybe.
But man, those guys, Duggan was just a brick shit house.
Yeah.
You had to be, because you had to protect yourself at those days, You just had to. And I think did they talk about that a little bit? What, a fan or something in this? Or?
Yeah, so a fan leaped over the rail and punched Duggan in the face.
Oh, right.
So Duggan slugged him back, and the guy went down. And Matt Bourne ran up and kicked the guy and broke the guy's
and
orbital.
then they all got sued.
And he was like, the guy's like, I flew out and shit.
Right, and that's when Duggan got kept, and that's what started the feud, because Duggan got kept on and Bourne got let go. This is in like the 80s, so... Yeah, that was
really. The most memorable thing.
Bill Watts? Did they say was it Cowboy?
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, the most memorable thing he ever did was Doink, obviously.
Right, obviously, iconic.
Old Doink fucking rules, man. Yeah, that original evil Doink.
Evil Doink's
so
the best
good,
for sure.
Even like Foley said, I didn't really like what WWF was doing then, but I loved Evil Doink. Yeah, it was just the coolest shit.
Right.
But yeah, really, the gist of it is, it's like basically he ruined his career all the time for doing drugs.
Right.
Ruined 2 marriages for doing drugs.
All the potential in the world, and just couldn't
stop doing drugs.
Demons. What piqued the fuck is that? What piqued my interest is when the daughter was like, his girlfriend murdered him, and I'm like, okay, we're about to get fucking interesting.
Yeah, the daughter talks about Matt Bourne's like last girlfriend that he was with, who was in the business.
She's like nurse something or other.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, it's a stretch. I understand that your daddy died young from a drug overdose. Wham, my daddy, wham.
Thank you.
I understand. I too have a father who died young of a drug overdose. And the sort of the want or the need to edit the memories and the life that person may have led,
see them through a different
is
filter.
very strong.
Yeah, of course.
So I completely understand someone who loved their father, and imagines him as the best, and sort of has never had that sort of vision, that mythological vision or view of your dad being broken at all.
Sure.
So of course you're gonna say, "Oh, he was so good, and he was this great wrestler, and he's better than," and he was very good. His ECW stuff is really good. It's fun, at least. It's at least an interesting thing, and the story,
Born Again,
right? And the story where he was doing the character, and Vince was like, "Hey, pal, like you can't do that," and he was like, "Well, you never paid me for anything," and Vince was like, "All right, well, you can go ahead, keep doing it."
Well, he said, "I'll pay your residuals and everything if you stop doing it."
Right. So, but yeah, she stretches a lot of this episode to make to about her dad's life, and this woman, this nurse lady, if you watch the episode, did she kill Matt Bourne?
Probably not.
Probably not. Did she
help keep him alive?
Did she let Matt Bourne die? Yeah.
Sources say
it's a very thin line between the two, if there's a line at all. It depends on where your moral compass happens to lay. I think the responsibility, I don't know if the responsibility, this is a really heavy talk that this podcast won't actually get into.
What's happening?
But like what side of the line you lay on is if you're witnessing a drug overdose, is it your responsibility or not to get a person the help to make sure they don't die? Yeah. And I'm not talking about like a stranger. I'm talking about a loved one in your living room laying in a recliner, gurgling. Do you have a responsibility to help save that person?
Or do you wait 9 hours?
Or do you just go to bed and wake up and say, "Oh, he died. How'd this happen?" If you want to view that as her killing him, but I'm not going to argue with you. The daughter in this sort of claims that her theory is that she mixed the drug with the drink and gave it to him.
Toxicology found no traces.
Right. And I think that is just sort of
painting a different picture.
You're retconning it, if you will, because you don't want to picture this mythological figure of your dad in this light. Every point in his life and career where things have gone wrong, they've been because of drugs. Yeah.
But his own damn doing.
And then at his death is because he stole drugs and took too many. It's again, not to get heavy, and I already made the comment of my own dad, but I remember my dad died in a very similar fashion, right? But I remember being told about it because we didn't have a relationship. My grandmother had called me, and she said he took the wrong pills. That was what she told me. Like, he died because he had pills to take, and he mixed up what ones he needed to take, and it killed them. And that's just to make themselves feel better.
It's a far-fetched,
right? It's just
explanation.
about soothing yourself, and I completely understand that.
I get it.
So there's some similarities there if you watch this episode and you hear the daughter, she's of course what's easier for her is to paint the picture of her father
naturally.
It makes a lot of sense. But this nurse lady, piece of shit.
Yeah. Not great.
Not great.
Not
great.
Not fucking great.
So there's that. But Doink is awesome. I said to you earlier, sort of, Doink's 90, 91, 92. He's out of there by 94.
93.
93 is out of there.
No,
94 is out of there. 93 is Doink, around there. He has a Hasbro. That's sort of the end of the line.
9 is 93.
Yeah.
He's there.
That's like one of his last appearances because that's him.
So he must have started
Yeah.
back half 92, I'd imagine.
Maybe.
Because not in the 92 Rumble or anything.
No, well, Hasbro's end in 92, right?
No.
No?
I think they had 94.
Okay. Because he has the Hasbro.
Yeah.
But in my brain, being a little kid, I'm 8 years old, Dink was always with Doink.
Yeah, you were saying
and I
that.
didn't realize that that Dink was sort of brought in to help kind of try and elevate Doink because the magic was gone, because at that point it's Kern or it's Ray Apollo.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't quite work.
Yeah.
So
moral of this story: everything in moderation, please.
Yeah, right. We jokingly said hashtag bring drugs back to wrestling. No, let's not. Yeah. Just be smart and reasonable about things. Yeah. Don't take 24 oxys.
Don't do that.
But yeah, Dark Side again. I thought it was a good episode.
Very good. Next week's Junkyard Dog.
Okay, that's gonna be sad.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. Does JYD have like a sordid past? I don't think so. Right? More tragedy there.
More tragic, if anything. Which they cover.
I mean, he's a wrestler, so he's of course gonna have some shit.
Yeah, some sort of bullshit.
But I was worried about that they were sort of maybe digging a little too deep for some of these stories.
This season's been strong,
and it's been
so
good.
far.
Yeah, it's been good.
Very good.
So that's cool.
Yes,
that's Doink. Watch. I'd say watch it. I like these episodes. I watched all. Did I watch? No, I still didn't watch the Magnum TA one.
That one is like the one I'd say you could skip.
Right, I know enough about them already.
The Candido one was great. The Graham family one was great.
One. Yeah.
This Doink one was really good. So yeah, good season.
I like my misery self-inflicted when I'm watching TV, not the tragedy of
all my pain is self-inflicted.
Right,
Shut up, Crowbar.
Sure.
So let's lighten it up a little bit.
Okay.
Friday night.
We
went to
Friday night. Oh shit! I forgot we were going to talk about this.
LVAC.
This feels like a million years ago to me.
Yeah, LVAC.
Yes, LVAC.
Spoiler
the most controversial LVAC in the history of LVAC.
Spoiler alert from Tim. Big confirm.
Okay.
So LVAC.
Yes.
Dare I say, probably the best LVAC I've been to at Sokol's.
Yeah.
Because Steel Stacks was like.
Yeah. So
that's like, man, what an energy. We talked about it afterwards.
In ring, this might be better than Steel Stacks.
Probably, I'd say so.
But like
that atmosphere, crazy,
and like
dude.
to see it there and have Eddie and all that stuff for Steel Stacks was pretty huge.
But this in ring LVAC was awesome.
I think previously I've had if you were to say like what's the best match you've seen at LVAC, I think previously I would say Avery Good, Alex Shelley.
I'd say so, yeah.
But I'll tell you what, Hot Sauce Anthony Green came real close. That might be my number one.
They brought it, man.
That's from an in-ring perspective. I will damn well tell you the most pure joy I've ever felt at an LVAC show. And these are always fun. They're low key. This is more fun than when Downtown Spaghetti Buffet, Simon Sutherland, and Club Soda made us all squirt last time.
We had a squirt party.
There was a squirt party.
Hey, Doug.
More fun than Eddie Kingston calling me a scumbag in line at the Steel Stack show. More fun than the Crusher. Watching Gummy Boar
brother
beat the brakes off of Marcus Mathers and Devontae's.
Dude. Bore.
Just joy. I was driving home from the comic shop yesterday, and it just popped in my brain. I was just smiling to myself, thinking of the boar, just
laying a clubbering,
just laying a clubbering right down on. And I told them this there at the show. Erica Lee is always lays her shit in. We always sort of giggle because she.
She's Kawada.
Right. She's the Hangman Page of the LVAC. You're gonna catch a potato. But Boar laying the shit in brought me so much joy. I'm not gonna say the same joy that Tim felt watching Tenryu Kenta for the first time.
Yeah, or
Tim from Final Wrestling Place.
When Tim saw Boar win the VCW title.
Right.
That's a different kind of joy.
Right.
This was
joy.
When Boar started the clubbering.
Yes.
On Devontae's
it was a clubbering.
You and I just looked at each other like, uh-oh.
Yes.
And then, of course, that fucking hilarious.
Right. I thought something had happened. I thought maybe somebody owed somebody money. Maybe somebody wasn't willing to do business backstage. I don't know.
That lariat sent me flying back into the wall.
Right.
I was stunned.
Yeah.
Jaw was dropped. I was actually stunned. Even Doug turned around and was like, holy fuck, dude.
Right. Right. It's like in the Avengers when the Hulk does the sonic clap. And everybody in the vicinity gets blown backwards.
Yeah,
that lariat was like that. It was a sonic boom of epic proportions. That's later of epic proportions that reverberated throughout the entirety of Sokol's.
I'm gonna say this.
Yeah,
Gummy Boar.
Yeah,
you want to talk all stars of the LVAC?
Okay. Yeah,
pillars, whatever. They to me are such a fucking key component of LVAC. Yeah. They really are.
It is a different show when they're not there.
It is, 100%. They bring so much to the table. They're so fucking over.
Right.
And I love watching them. One thing I will say.
Yeah.
I pulled up the main poster from LVAC.
Yeah.
And they weren't on it.
That's weird.
And I don't like that.
Yeah, that's not great.
I'm sorry. I love LVAC, but let's start fucking... Pumping the I don't know what I want to say, but
they were hanging from the rafters at Sokol's.
It's a fact.
They're sold out.
All 80,000 people.
I didn't even know that Sokol's held 80,000 people.
Did that night.
Exactly.
Yeah. I'll have to tell you a story later. Gummy Boar fucking brought it.
Yes. Everybody brought it too, though. This was a really good show.
It really was. It was awesome.
Dan Champion, hero of Lehigh Valley.
Yeah.
Triumphant again.
His favorite son.
Yeah. Triumphant again.
But not without a price.
Right. Bacabella, the evil man that he is, with Bacabella International, his hive of scum and villainy, have taken Ultramantis Black's mask and left him bloody.
With help from
the returning out of retirement, that scallywag Avery Good, pretending to be
Diamond
pals.
Joe should have got some hands on him to stop him, but
that's the thing.
I get it.
The problem is that listen, I've known Diamond Joe for a very long time, and the reflexes just aren't what they used to be.
Well,
this was 10 years ago. Avery Good ain't making it over that table.
Not ever since
but
some guy named Claudio hit some guy with an uppercut off the apron.
That's what it was, and that was it.
Yeah.
It just slowed everything down a little bit.
Yeah.
Put a little bit of hitch in his giddy up, and it's never been the same.
Listen, he was worried about commentary. He was worried about ringing the bell, timekeeping, I'm sure,
Avery Good got lucky. Let's just put it that way.
I agree.
Right. He pulled the wool over the eyes of Diamond Joe. That won't happen twice.
Listen, Mantis, loves the business.
Left in a bloody heap.
Yeah.
Revealing his completely canonical, always been that way blonde hair.
Yeah, his pure blonde,
always been that way.
Hair,
right,
yes.
Absolutely, always been blonde.
Yes, red equals green, brother.
Right. We get a second win in a row from Lucky with the nut shot. That cheating bastard.
I like it.
This was a good show.
That happened and Jenna turned around.
Yeah.
So I was like, 2 in a row.
craziness. 6 matches.
Number 1 contendership.
Didn't feel a minute over 7 matches. But yeah, this was a really good LVAC show.
Yeah, it was so much fun. You know,
check them out. Buy the DVD. Buy the VOD.
Yeah, it's all up. VOD version of the Sword.
There's a lot of fun wrestling on these shows, and this one was real good.
Yeah, so much fun. September 16th, Steel Stack SmackDown 2.
Is it the 16th?
September 16th.
Okay.
You know, mark it in your calendars. Tickets aren't up yet, but you know they will be soon.
Yep.
They do have Mahoning coming up on a Sunday in a couple weeks, I believe. They announced also in August that they're going to be doing a night at the ballpark in Allentown, Coca-Cola Park.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, fucking stay tuned to LVAC, man. They're rocking. You know, I know there's a lot of weird takes about indies and shit this week.
No, was there ever?
And for as much as they're not a promotion,
right?
I love going to those shows so much. You know, so
very good.
Fuck yeah.
If you're in the within a, I would say a few hour drive of the LVAC, I would say come out, have a good time, eat some vegan treats.
Yeah.
You know, you can get a pineapple upside down vegan
Dude.
cake that'll fucking
knock my dick in the dirt.
Exactly.
It was so good.
Right. All right.
So next up.
Oh, and I got, what did I eat? I ate a sloppy Joe, a vegan sloppy Joe. It was delicious.
Sloppy Joe, yeah. So next
it
up,
was made extra sloppy for me.
Yeah, I had the I don't know, the Chick-fil-A thing, whatever it was.
Yep,
it's good.
Sure.
SmackDown. So this happened the same night.
SmackDown.
Did you see anything from it?
Nope.
You didn't watch the end segment?
Nope.
One of the best ending segments WWE's ever done.
Okay. Was this the thing with the Usos?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Roman, Solo, and Heyman are out in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
They want Jey Uso's answer.
Yeah.
Throughout the night, Heyman like comes up to him saying like, Roman still wants to groom you. You're the next tribal chief. And Jay's like, that's cool and all, but if I'm in, Heyman, you're still out.
Right.
Like, I ain't putting up with you no more.
Okay.
So he's in the ring with Roman. Just Roman's kind of talking to him like, who made you? You know, Jimmy comes out. He's trying to talk to Jay. Heyman says, you know what, Jay? Jimmy didn't even want you to be the right hand man.
Snap.
He didn't want you to be, you know, he's trying to keep you down. Mm-hmm. And Jay asked Jimmy, he goes, is this true? And Jimmy said, yeah, it's true.
No.
Because I did say that.
Okay.
And then that's when Jay starts going off on him. He goes, all my life, I've been trying to be you. He goes, you know, Mr. Prom King, Mr. Quarterback, Mr. Most Likely to Succeed. I've been living in your shadow. He goes, enough. That's it. He goes, you're out. And he gets right in his face. And he goes, since you're out, I'm out too. And turns and just lays Roman out with a super kick.
Okay.
The place went fucking ballistic.
Yeah.
Solo, like, kind of is dumbfounded. He runs at Jay. Jimmy lays him out with a super kick. Then they're both leaving. They turn around and Roman starts yelling at him like, you can't do this to me. And they lay him out with a double super kick, and Roman sells like a motherfucker.
Okay.
Crowd just goes seriously ballistic. It was awesome. They've definitely like built that bloodline back up a little bit because after the lull it had, they definitely got it back. This was great. Mm-hmm. They announced their Money in the Bank, which is next Saturday, I believe. Or maybe the Saturday after. I don't know. First Saturday in July. Mm-hmm. Usos versus Roman and Solo. Nice. So it was fucking awesome, man.
So here's the thing. They're going to have to wait like a month and a half. But we said before, New Japan, the WWE thinking about bringing a New Japan tag team. You can put Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa in the bloodline.
Yeah, somebody said that. I saw.
You do it.
Yeah,
they are. I mean, they're Haku's kids, and that's an uncle-ish.
Yeah.
So you could do that.
You could.
You know,
I feel like it would just be like
you'd have to. It would ruin them, right? Yeah. It would ruin them because you'd have to punk them out to the Usos, right? They would have to be basically knockoff Usos, which would ruin them forever.
That would hurt.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like the WWE's looking to bring in Bishamon.
Well, you never know. Yoshihashi, man. That fucking face can sell, baby.
What if it's masks. What if it was TJP and Francisco Akira?
All right, let's move on.
TJP's been there before.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Monday Night Raw. I did watch a few things.
Okay. I think I turned it on briefly, but I don't remember.
So what I liked from Raw was...
What I like about Raw.
There you go. There's your
Yeah.
jingle. Seth Rollins comes out for an open challenge.
Okay.
He's standing in the ring, spotlight on him, crowd's doing his song or whatever.
Yep.
Finn Balor jumps him from behind,
Okay.
beats the shit out of him.
All right.
Rollins doesn't get in any offense.
Oh, good.
Beats him down. He's on the outside. He hits the stomp from the steps.
Uh-huh.
Bunch of agents and stuff are pulling him away.
Okay.
He breaks away from the agents. He runs, leaps off the steps. It's another stomp.
Ooh.
Pulling him away. He breaks free, jumps off the announce table, hits another stomp. They're pulling him away again. He breaks free again.
Yeah.
Runs, jumps off the steps, and hits another stomp.
Nice.
I was like, holy
That's
shit,
cool.
dude.
There's a stomp I want to talk about later
I'm not picking up what you're putting
on
down.
a different continent.
Oh, okay, yes. I love this.
Yeah.
They made Balor seriously
That's
look like
cool.
a killer.
Good.
The whole time he had a purple bandana tied around his neck, which
Okay.
made
Like
me
an
giggle.
ascot. Nice.
Yeah, it
I
made
like
me
it.
giggle.
Okay.
They lead backstage. They're leading Rollins out. Balor jumps him again
Wow.
and just keeps like stomping on his
Phineas
ribs. And
going crazy.
like, was looking awesome.
Is Finn short for Phineas in the WWE?
No, it's just Finn.
It's just Finn.
Yeah. And like he gets like the title on top of him. He goes, I've been waiting 7 years for this.
Ooh.
I was like,
Was it that long ago that he did that and blew his
that was
shoulder?
7 years
Because then he
ago.
went back to NXT and like saved that brand for a little bit.
yeah, remember how good he was
He
down
was
there
really fucking
again?
good.
Oh my god.
Balor's real good.
So that was awesome.
Can you imagine if he left and would be on like Forbidden Door? And we'd be getting cool shit with Finn Balor.
That'd be real cool.
I mean,
man.
I'm glad he's doing good shit, and WWE has treated him pretty well.
They have, yeah, they really have.
But you know,
yeah, he's never got the big belt to run with though.
no, well, he's got hurt that one time.
Yeah, and that was it. That's like,
Yeah.
that's you would think in 7 years,
Yeah.
but you
Yeah.
know, they did a little thing with Rollins like later in the night. He was like FaceTimed in from the local medical facility.
Do they not say hospital on?
They wouldn't for the longest time.
Really?
That was always a local medical
Why?
facility. Ask Todd, he knows.
Okay.
Legit, Todd does know that about wrestling.
How does Todd know something I don't know?
He knows. Yeah, he fucking knows, man.
This is weird.
And
I'm texting him.
yeah, go ahead. Just say, what do they call hospitals in WWE?
But why? But does he know why?
Probably just because they don't like the word hospital.
Oh, okay.
So Rollins says, he's like, there's the fit I've been looking for. He's like,
Ah.
finally, you're here, you know. Let's see, what else happens throughout the night that I liked? Money in the Bank.
Text sent.
Money in the Bank promo. Logan Paul's on top of a ladder.
Oh, I saw he's doing the money. He's in Money in the Bank.
Yeah, they did the thing where like all competitors are coming out. So Ricochet comes out.
Yeah.
Nakamura comes out. Fucking LA Knight comes
Yeah.
out. And the goddamn roof blows off the building, man. I'm sure Joe will speak about it more.
Yeah.
I will let him. Listen, I'm official drinker of the LA Knight quill.
But doesn't Logan Paul way lessen LA Knight's chances of winning? Like they're not gonna put Logan Paul in this thing and have him not win it.
He doesn't need to win.
You don't think so?
A lot of people are like, what if he wins and then beats Rollins for the belt? He doesn't have to. He could do some flippy shit and then have LA Knight win.
Yeah. You'd have to. But
yeah.
You'd have to spin a feud out of it though. Then you'd have to make it worth.
Logan Paul, Ricochet.
Okay.
They had that cool spot in the Rumble.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
Let
let them do
work.
a bunch of flippy shit.
Yeah. That could
works.
work. All right.
Logan Paul's going to make Ricochet look little, though.
Well, Todd's by his phone.
Oh, boy.
He said, wasn't it a local medical facility? In quotes.
Yeah. Fuck yeah, Todd.
That's right. Todd, my go-to man for wrestling.
Next, I'm going to text Michelle asking her a
Right?
question about it. But yeah.
Michelle knows a wrestling phrase.
She does. She sure does. Yeah, though. LA Knight, he's a fucking god.
Yeah.
The only other thing that I do have throughout the show, Kevin Owens has been flying off the handle. And Sami Zayn's like, one more fucking time, because you're a rageaholic. One more time, and like, you're going to have to go to therapy. You know? And Kevin's like, I won't. It's fine. I won't do it one more time. They're walking around. A guy spills water on him, and he freaks out. And he's like, calms himself.
Yeah.
They run into Matt Riddle. Kevin Owens like, oh, great, Riddle. How are you?
Yeah.
And Riddle says, just having a hot bro summer. And Kevin Owens just goes, that's stupid.
It is.
And he starts walking away again.
Yeah.
Then they get confronted by Imperium, and Kevin's like getting pissed, and Sammy just goes, "Yo, we gotta go. We gotta call."
Yeah.
So earlier in the night, Dominic Mysterio calls out Cody Rhodes and to find 2 other partners for a fight against the Judgment Day tonight.
Okay, good.
Well, obviously the 2 other partners are Sammy and KO. There was a funny spot where Cody was getting ready for the match, and Akira Tozawa comes walking up and he goes, "Cody, I have your back no matter what. If you need a partner, I'm your guy." And Cody's like, "All right." And Tozawa just has blonde hair, and he walks away, and Cody goes, "I like the hair."
All right.
So
Weird.
So Sammy and Cody show up, and they're like, "Yo, like, hey, you had our back on the road to WrestleMania. We got your back." And Cody's like, "Yeah, he's like, yeah, Tozawa just told me he was going to be my partner." And Kevin Owens starts freaking out. He goes, "Tozawa, you're going to pick Tozawa over us?" And he goes, whoa. I'm not going to do it, you know? And then they go on to have a match. Cody, KO, and Sammy against the Judgment Day. Balor, Priest, and Dom.
And was this where they mentioned Biggins from AIW on commentary? Because I saw Owens does the speech afterwards.
Yeah, super fucking cool, man.
Yeah. Always gets respect. Or were they in Cleveland? Is that?
Yeah, they were in Cleveland.
Yeah, they always mention.
You know, even when KO's on commentary, he's coming out.
Yeah.
What's his face? Corey Graves is like, KO spent a lot of prominent time in Cleveland on the independents before he came here.
Yeah.
When he does the cannonball in the ring, like he shouts out Biggins. He goes, "Biggins would be proud."
That's cool.
Real cool.
Yeah,
Great
nice.
speech by KO. Right. Brother, this match was fucking awesome.
Yeah, good.
Dude,
you sound like a real WWE fan on this show.
It's fucked up.
Yeah.
They've been putting on like fun fucking TV matches lately.
Okay.
It was the main event. Crowd was hot the whole time.
Well, let me just text my buddy TK and let him know.
Go ahead.
You're ruining the demo, bro.
Dude, like Dom was just playing chicken shit heel a lot.
That's cool.
At one point, Rio laid out Sammy with a clothesline.
Okay.
And like just great. Honestly, yeah, this was awesome.
Good.
Red hot, great finish, protected everybody. Everybody looked awesome. Fucking great. Cody's not really doing like much that I care about. It's him and Dom, which is like funny because Dom just gets booed out of the building.
Right.
But KO and Sammy are awesome.
Yeah, of course. They have been forever.
Balor got protected. Priest looked fucking good again.
Yeah.
I like it. I like what's happening there.
Okay.
I can't sit through a 3-hour show. I need to fast forward a lot, but it's a lot of fun.
And that's sort of, Dynamite is like the only Collision this week, but probably not in the future. But, it's how I don't even fast forward through most wrestling because not everything's going to hit.
No. I started doing that with Rampage.
DVRs and shit. You had to sit there and watch, garbage matches.
3 hours on a Monday night is a lot of time.
It's tough. It's tough. It's that I remember when they made a decision. It was a mistake back then.
Yeah. Even like Trips is still talked about. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
He goes, but the advertisers, how can we not?
Right,
we get so much money from advertisement for it. That extra third hour.
On NXT Tuesday,
oh boy,
the talk of the internet, and just very briefly, I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch it either.
I found out about it because I saw that Dana Brooke tweeted like, "I get it. You think I'm terrible, great, whatever," which isn't I don't think the first time she's done that, but
no, why not?
Well, here's what I'm going to say, and I don't know if this is a surprise to anyone, but it's noted that I do not. I think Dana Brooks. I do not like her. I think she's probably one of, if not the worst wrestler currently employed to a major wrestling brand. She has very good competition. We'll talk about in a second, but the one thing I will say about Dana Brooks or Dana Brooke, whatever.
Fuck?
Is it Dana Brooke?
Yeah.
Okay. She fucking tries. She wants to be better, right? She wants to be good. She wants to be like that kid gave her the fist bump thing, really did her dirty. But she wants to be better, right? She wants to do this. I'm sure she works very hard. I'm sure she does a lot of things. But sometimes you just don't have it.
Yep.
It's just what it is. And I don't want to bury her here. I'm not, I feel bad for her really because it definitely sucks for everyone to be in your face on the internet all the time. Because it does then just drop down into just bullying where people are piling on and whatever. She tries real hard, which is a lot more than I can say for some other fucking wrestlers.
Sure.
But she's not any fucking good.
Like you said, sometimes it's just
Sometimes
not
you have
there.
it. Right.
She's been with WWE for a long time now. Right. And it's just...
the debate of practice and, any sort of genetic skill or whatever, back and forth. But, some people have it, some people don't.
Yeah.
You know, some people can draw.
Listen,
every
she can make
day.
a fucking living out of it. More
Right,
power to her.
right,
That's
exactly.
the way I look at it.
Right. Some, you know, like not everybody, you know, there are people in the NBA who practice just as much or harder than Steph Curry.
And they
they're-
can't get off the bench.
Right, but they ain't draining threes like Steph Curry can. Sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. Whatever the deciding factor is.
A lot of talent,
right,
natural talent.
Whatever that happens to be, whatever thing in your DNA that provides that for you, who knows? Some people have it, some people don't. Some people have the ability to work really hard and get it.
Yeah.
She doesn't. But but doesn't mean she should be fucking bullied and picked on and whatever, outside of me telling her that she's a Jerusalem shits on this podcast that I know she doesn't fucking listen to.
I don't know that.
Well, maybe she does.
What if this was the breaking point?
Maybe.
You are her breaking point.
If I, honestly, if I'm Dana Brooke's breaking point, I would say to you, Dana Brooke, if you're still listening, follow the show, email the show at WeNeedWrestling, jump in the DMs, and we'll have a conversation. I got nothing against Dana Brooke personally. She's just not a very good wrestler.
Can we talk about good wrestling now?
We can.
All right. Rampage. United Empire versus Chaos.
Yes.
I thought this shit rocked.
Yeah, it was real good. I like them putting Cobb in there because Mark Davis is still El Herdo.
Yeah. Did you see who their fourth member is on their match on Rampage this week? Because it's United Empire and somebody else.
I did, but it's escaping me.
Swerve.
Oh, right. It's
And
Swerve.
to me, I was like, oh my God, put Swerve in
United Embassy. Embassy.
Mogul Empire.
United Mogul Embassy.
The
Mogul. The Mogul Empire.
There you go.
Yeah.
Dude, he would be perfect.
Yeah, for sure.
He'd be perfect.
Right.
Fuck. I thought the match was
Do they have a like an American? Well, I guess Jeff Cobb, right? Because isn't Guam a U.S. territory?
I guess.
Is Guam a U.S. territory?
I don't know.
Hold on.
But he's Guamian. I don't know if
Guamanian?
I think it is Guamanian. I think you're right.
Organized, unincorporated territory of the United States. Okay. So there you go.
But yeah, I thought it was awesome, dude. Fucking man, Ospreay could bring it. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. It was good stuff.
Yeah. The Briscoe,
I'm
Briscoe.
I'm actually shocked that that Rocky and them don't have a match on Forbidden Door. Maybe they'll probably throw it on pre-show. They gotta load that pre-show up still.
Yeah, I'm
There's only one pre-show match that I can tell. We'll probably run down the card at the end of the thing. Right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Sami Zayn skanking down to the ring. Is Tama Tonga doing his thing?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Will Kazuchika Okada shout no, no, no? Will Maya Iwatani be on the show? Is this
the big Tommy Ishii's yard?
Right, is this big Tommy Ishii's yard?
Let's find out. Dude, did you ever know the card?
Absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
Completely original song we just both wrote right
totally
now.
Never did nothing like that before.
No.
Sup, Dwix. All right. The Briscoes and Aubrey Edwards against the fucking Giant
We're
Clan.
idiots. Yeah. No. Taya versus Trish Adora.
Why did you watch this?
Why? That's a very good question.
Why?
The funny thing is, I don't have any notes on Chaos versus United Empire.
But you have notes on this.
Nor do I have notes on the main event.
This is a hate watch. You prefer to hate watch.
Yeah, because Taya does the sliding German, which a bunch of other people do better than her.
Yeah, Taiji Ishimori does.
Right. And
Shinsuke Nakamura does.
And she goes to the rail to play to the crowd, and everyone is just like, "Nah, we don't give two shits."
She's a fucking heel. She shouldn't be.
Taya wins with the curb stomp. Yeah, this.
Yeah, get out of my face.
Yeah, I think Trish. I watched this because I like Trish Adora a lot. I think Trish Adora got a little bit in this match and got a very good crowd reaction. But when Taya Valkyrie wins, there is almost no crowd reaction.
Dude, I saw it. Well, all right, we'll talk later.
Then we got Hardy's promo. Then we get
skip that.
Yes, the 3-way, or not the 3-way.
The Briscoes versus the
six individual.
Holy
tag
shit,
wrestling
man!
match.
Bringing the sports entertainment to the show. I'll say that much.
Right.
Papa Briscoe stiff as fuck.
Yeah, Papa Briscoe
the way it should be.
Just want to say that this is what is this on? Is this on TNT?
Rampage,
it is
yeah,
Rampage
TNT.
on TNT, right? We're just hanging out, watching Papa Briscoe wrestle on national cable television
in the year 2023. A
2023.
lot of year 2023s were realized last night, too.
Absolutely. But yeah,
this
Papa
is a
Briscoe.
ton of fun, man.
When Briscoe's laying the fucking heat in, Chris Jericho on commentary says Papa Briscoe's my favorite wrestler.
Yeah. Yeah, he was so pumped about it.
He was just beating the shit out of people.
Yeah, laying it in.
And then Aubrey, I think, actually killed Jay Lethal with the guitar.
Mm-hmm. And then it's the figure 4 on Karen.
Right.
Perfect.
Right. Perfect. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
This has been a lot of fun for a long time.
Yeah, and it still continues to be a lot of fun.
It is.
Main event, though.
Yeah. Well, we didn't get a Taya Valkyrie interview because one segment wasn't enough. And they put this interview on the show to just so everyone knows that there's not a single part of professional wrestling that she's not good at. There's not a single part of wrestling that she is good at.
Yeah, there you go.
The double negative makes
Pronouns,
it a double positive. I don't know how that works.
You pronoun palled me this week.
I did. Real bad. I was like, what the fuck is his problem? And I was like, oh shit, that's me.
Yeah, that was
pronoun
you.
pal.
Hi, it's me. I'm the problem.
It's me. But yeah, Taya is good at no parts of professional wrestling. Sorry.
I second that, brother.
And then with the main event.
I especially seconded that last
Yeah.
night.
Oh, yeah. Then the main event that I have no notes on.
The fuck?
It was really good, so I just watched it.
Yeah, Kinosuke Takeshita versus Bandito.
Bandito breaks his wrist or whatever.
I
forearm.
wonder when it happened.
I couldn't figure it out. There was a couple times where his arm was dangling, but I was like, is he just selling good?
Yeah, dude, this was
because he snapped it real bad.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, it was really great.
This was in the running for my
spoilers
match of the week, but it didn't get there.
Oh,
this was awesome. Takeshita, he needed a match like this on TV against a formidable opponent.
Right.
I know a lot of people are like, well, no, Bandito's not getting the wins, brother. It ain't about him right now, okay?
Yeah. He's a crowd favorite that the heel's going to beat. And I mean, sadly, he's going to be gone for like 6 months now, but...
Yeah, not good. But
Takeshita
looked fucking
Takeshita looks
awesome.
Great, for sure.
Did you like the entrance video with him as a centaur and Callis riding upon his
Absolutely.
back? Me too.
That's how you do it.
Callis is teased. Mm-hmm. There's more coming.
There apparently so.
So
Truth Commission's coming back. Oh, wait, we'll talk about that in a second.
So
Collision chronologically.
AEW Collision.
AEW presents Phil and Friends, the TV show.
Look in my eyes.
Oh my God!
What do you see?
No, that does not get precedence over Tony Khan. Straight up opening up that wallet and buying Elton John for the
That's pretty
music.
wild. I know people are like, this sucks. I'm like, fuck you. It's awesome.
It's certainly
the generic shit riff on Dynamite.
It's certainly jarring.
Or this is Rampage. Like, get the no, it's fun.
It's
fucking fun.
It's certainly jarring, but I don't hate it. I think it's funny.
Yeah, it's fun. Man. Fuck.
Yeah,
some goddamn fun.
Right.
Have some fun, like CM Punk had some fun.
God, a house of fun. Yeah, that's how he's described.
He's a fun guy.
He certainly is.
Listen,
he's a fungus.
Tell me when I'm telling lies.
Okay, lies by exclusion are still lies.
Tell me when I'm telling lies. Phil, it was a good promo.
Yeah, it was.
The counterfeit Bucks line, which a lot of people are like, they're open arms over. AK Dave Meltzer's like, this locker room's melting down over this.
Yeah.
And there's every other report's like, no, the Bucks are like fine.
And
like they even like put it like in their little Twitter header. They're like, we would have made a counterfeit Bucks shirt. What
I liked was when Meltzer was like, it doesn't even make sense because the Young Bucks are supposed to be deer, not money. Yeah, you fucking dolt.
Dude,
what I want to see is I want to see Dave Meltzer's head explode when he learns that his best friends, the Young Bucks, have been working him on all this when they have the main event at Wembley. Yeah. Because Punk says it's a business, everybody's supposed to be grown-ups.
Yep.
And then he mentions them a whole bunch. I'm like, it's all work. They it may not have started that way, but it is now. They're going to work down the line.
They're going to.
It's what it is.
Yeah, man.
We know by the end of this podcast that they're sharing a fucking locker room on Sunday.
Yeah.
So, previously it was like, well, if he's in the building, I won't be there. Now they're sharing a fucking locker room. Yeah, hang a curtain up in the middle of the room and hope nobody looks behind it where CM Punk is?
Phil, man, he's back spitting.
Yeah.
Like somebody said, and listen, we all know I fucking love CM Punk. And again, the first caveat is, if you're a fan of CM Punk, first thing you admit, he's a fucking dick. Mm-hmm. He's an asshole. He is. It just is. Whatever. Sure. He's not perfect. Nobody is. No, nobody is.
Yeah.
Like somebody I saw said, they're like, no matter like your thoughts about him, man, he makes this shit more interesting.
Yeah.
He's a fucking legit big name.
Right. Well, I mean,
He's
a guy who's a big star who, no matter what all the old heads want to tell you, he drew money and he was big in wrestling on a giant stage. He never main evented WrestleMania, but he did everything else.
Like motherfucker outsold John Cena in merch.
Sure.
One year.
Yeah.
Like that says a lot, especially like during Cena's like heyday.
I mean, he got a chocolate bunny given back to him from Joe Sposto, so that's an achievement.
He did a nice thing.
Yeah.
Phil, yeah, man, he's officially back, and again, it's fucking cool, man. I think AEW's a much better company with Punk in it.
Yeah.
Just my goddamn opinion. I love seeing him. Luchasaurus Wardlow.
Yeah.
This was a fucking train wreck. This sucked.
Yeah.
It was real bad.
Yeah, so when I even by now just looking down at my notes realized that Wardlow has lost the title and they did nothing with it on Dynamite.
They said he has, I think, won and lost the title either 2 or 3 times since Orange Cassidy has been international champion.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Honestly, the only thing I liked about it was Christian at the end,
right?
Holding the belt up
like
himself.
It was his, right?
Yeah, that was awesome. Other than that,
Christian hits him with the camera. I'm sure they're gonna give it back to Wardlow for another big moment.
It's just,
but you're either killing the belt or killing Wardlow or killing them both. You know, and like Wardlow, when he's on and he's hot and he has this belt, people fucking love him.
Dude, I really thought they were heating him up with Arn again. Like, and
then when he loses his belt, he's just flopping around like a fish on land. It just doesn't quite work. So
I don't unless they're going to try to move him onto something bigger and better.
Right.
I just don't know though.
All right, you don't think they're going to fill him in to the MJF spot now, maybe to get through to whatever they're going to do in Wembley, because they got to figure out opponent. You know, this Cole thing's going to be going on for a month or two, and then I don't think Cole goes all the way to Wembley.
But there's no other big events in between then.
Right.
Then they're going to be doing the Lethal Lottery shit for a while.
Yeah,
so
I guess that's true.
You could do it.
I don't know.
You know, Cole MJF, that's it.
Right.
I mean, hey, that match last week was really good.
Right, Cole MJF's going to happen, but like, do they put Wardlow against MJF before Wembley, and that's why they had him lose the belt?
I don't think so.
You don't think that's why they're doing this? They want to put him up there, try and get people to remember?
No, because like last night, again, obviously spoiler, but like that really put like MJF for the next while. He's gonna be busy.
Yeah, for a while. I'd say a month or two probably.
Yeah,
but not until Wembley.
The Wembley show's August.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's 2 months. Yeah. So I guess Cole. God, I hope Cole MJF isn't at Wembley. Is that going to be what they're going to do at Wembley? That's tough.
I think we'll talk more later. I think if anything, that's actually heated Cole back up a bit.
I like what they're doing right now, and that's what I'm not saying. I think that's good. I'm saying that it's probably, what is it, middle of August? Probably at Wembley is end of August. I don't know, but either way, you got 2 months plus of keeping Cole MJF interesting is going to be something you have to pay very close attention to make sure it doesn't cool off. Yeah. And if it does, you got to correct that course.
Well, and I do wonder with a spoiler from Rampage, which is tomorrow, we won't talk about, if maybe just don't have Cole on TV for a couple weeks.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, let's keep on Collision.
Okay.
Andrade El Idolo.
Well, Hobbs and QT do an interview. Hobbs is in the Owen. They're building the Owen. People are yelling at TK for not having more Canadians, and he's like, I used who I had available.
Yeah, and I have the brackets we'll talk about
who else
later.
Okay, we'll talk about it later. Okay,
yeah.
All right.
But yeah, Andrade...
they do then later release all the brackets with very little fanfare. Very weird. Okay, yes.
Yeah, Andrade El Idolo.
Yeah.
First match back against...
Buddy Murphy.
Yes, old Buddy Murphy. Buddy Matthews.
I will say about Collision, Dasha is commentary, and I didn't see if anybody tore her apart. I know she made that, called them Buddy Murphy and whatever. I think Collision is the better show for multiple reasons. I called Dynamite AEW's B show this week.
Yeah.
Dasha, I enjoy as a ring announcer more than Justin Roberts.
I'd have a back and forth with somebody about Kevin Kelly and Nigel's commentary because they didn't like it.
Is this someone we know?
Rando.
Okay.
I immediately
Because it's real good.
I thought it was really good, but I was having like a little back and forth, and I just ended it with, yeah, I'd much rather hear this than JR talking about condiments.
Right. They did a really novel thing in professional wrestling is that they actually paid attention to what was going on in the ring and talked about it.
Yeah.
Shocker.
Instead
of JR just naming people's names he fucking remembers.
Yeah, that was like the last thing I said. I went and looked at the dude's profile, and I was like, you're tagging AEW botches. I'm good.
Right.
Like, if this dude, like, I'm just like, all right, you're an idiot. Fuck off. But I thought Andrade
I hope you're listening.
Andrade Buddy was awesome.
Yeah, it was really good.
I loved like the double injury thing that they were doing.
Oh, I mean, did that happen when Andrade knocked Buddy out with that back elbow?
How sick was that?
He was definitely stumbling backwards.
No,
a little hard.
This happened before that.
Oh, okay.
Like they were doing the injury angle.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Andrade again. He's just one of those guys. He shows up and you go, oh yeah, you're really good.
Right.
And they just let this dude fucking work.
Right. And this is where I pronoun palled you because I was like, I was like, is he doing his girlfriend's finish? In my mind, because Buddy was doing like the whatever the hell her submission is, the standing like leg lock thing where she lifts you up that Rhea does.
Yeah, the gorilla clutch.
And but she doesn't call it that. She calls it something like the whatever. What's Rhea Ripley? What is her nickname? Doesn't she have a something?
She used to be the Nightmare.
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever.
Her finisher used to be the Riptide.
The Riptide. She had a name for it, but anyway. And then you were like, no, they're married now, and I was like, what? Buddy and fucking Rhea are married? And I was like, oh shit! I was mad at you at first, and I was like, oh, pronouns. This is on me.
Yeah, because you responded.
I was
like,
like, they're not fucking married.
And I went and I looked, and I'm like,
yeah,
they are.
Like they're not fucking married.
And then you
pronoun palled you because Andrade also did the figure eight. So yeah,
that was your mistake.
It absolutely was. Lights go out. Lights go out.
House of Black shows up.
Why the lights are out for a significant amount of time?
Get them into place, brother.
Right, but why would you, as Andrade, when the lights come back on, you're like, "What's happening?" You know what's happening. You don't watch. You don't watch the product.
Had a hard fought match, brother.
Yeah,
Fabe, brother, Fabe.
Okay. All right.
Shout out to Brody King getting the cheers, like the barks
for sure. Like, he put up a thing. UPS was late, so he's moving his whatnot to Sunday. That's a cool shirt.
I also saw him going at the Dutch Mantel Twitter account this week, and that made me
of
happy.
course. Fuck Dutch Mantel, Jesus Christ!
It's not him.
Not you, right? Let's get the fuck out of here. It's not him running it. You don't think it's Dirty Dutch being a fucking piece of shit? I'm
sure it's a Sheiky baby.
Okay. All right. If you're out there, send me a picture of Dutch Mantel with today's newspaper.
Yeah. So Miro ends up squashing Tony Nese next.
Yes.
Good to see Miro back.
Miro's traps were the best thing about this match.
He's jacked.
And Tony Nese called everybody fat. It's so weird.
Yeah. I don't know. Then you had Willow Nightingale.
Yes.
And Sky Blue.
Yeah.
Going up against Ruby Soho and Tony Storm.
Yeah.
I thought this was really good.
Yeah, it was good. They give Sky Blue the win, the hometown win.
A lot of people think CM Punk is Chicago's Sky Blue's giving a run for that money.
Okay.
Brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Especially,
the
ring attire.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
I see it now, Adam. I see it now.
Okay.
But I thought the match was really good.
Yeah, it was good. For sure.
Then you had the Acclaimed segment.
Yeah.
Which some people were like complaining about, and I'm just like,
why?
Who cares?
They scissored Tony Schiavone. It was fun.
Tony Schiavone got scissored, man.
They scissored him.
Yeah. And then main event. CMFTR.
Dumb farter.
God damn it. Going up against Bull Club Gold.
Yes.
And Samoa fucking Joe.
Samoa's Joe.
Brother, when Punk and Joe got in that ring together, that place went crazy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. A ton of history. Tony Khan maybe gets a little bit of heat for booking like an indie fan, like a early to mid 2000s Ring of Honor wrestling fan, and if you don't know the history, then maybe there's a lesser impact.
Hey, you know what's really
you should
good?
Know the history.
Mid 2000s Ring of Honor,
right? Exactly. But it's still good. Punk definitely protected a bit while he works, gets back into working in the ring.
Man, first match back.
9 months out or whatever.
Yeah.
But he looked fine.
Yeah.
We'll see what he does on Sunday. That's interesting.
We'll talk more.
Well, I guess, does he have a match Saturday? No,
yeah.
Right? Does he?
Yeah, we'll mention more.
That's I thought it was fun.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling you what, him and Joe, when they locked up and when Joe chopped the shit out of him, awesome.
Right.
But then, like, Punk started working the headlock,
Mhm.
which I'm like, holy shit, they're doing it. Like,
Right.
that's fucking great.
Yeah, that's cool.
Match was really cool.
Yeah.
Good. You know, I saw some people were saying, like, you know, they didn't really set anything up moving forward.
Yeah, they
Dude,
need
it's
to.
your first show.
It's your first show.
You know what you're getting.
Right.
CM Punk show. You're in Chicago.
Right.
You get the feel good win. Like, that's all.
Right.
You don't
That's
need
all,
to
that's,
fucking
right. Exactly. Sometimes just good wrestling is enough.
And one thing I'll say about Dynamite, they do set up shit for Collision.
Yeah.
And on Collision, they're going to set shit up for Dynamite, which is
Right.
good. They're not keeping it, like, completely separate. You
Yeah.
are interspersing a bit.
Right.
That's what you should do.
Nobody sets anything up for Rampage because they just throw
Well,
whatever.
Well, Rampage is Rampage.
Oh my god, I'm gonna bitch so bad about Rampage next week. Just get ready for it. This week on next week's this podcast, I mean. Rampage is happening tomorrow as we record this.
Why though?
What? Because of the fucking debut. I'm gonna talk about Tony Khan wasting money.
Oh! I'm like, I thought you were talking about something that happens with Adam Cole on that show.
No,
I was like, what? What the fuck? I thought you liked that guy.
I do.
All right, so Dynamite.
Yes.
We're starting.
I watched that.
We're starting out hot and heavy with the Gun Club versus the Hardys.
Yes. I almost got a divorce.
What the fuck?
Because this match was on, and I was like, "This fucking sucks. Why do I need to see this?" And Michelle was like, "I thought you liked the Hardys," and I was like, "Get out of your own house.
Yeah, get out of your house.
Get out of the house that you pay for. Don't take the car. You're walking.
Please.
I need that car.
Please.
But take at least one of the cats because I can't afford to feed the fat one."
Oh, I think the fat one just ate the napkin.
She did. That's what she does.
I fucking love her.
So,
Araya, you're the best.
what a fucking the bulldog of
Oh,
cats.
she's so wonderful.
If you met her, you know.
Like a ham.
But
Yeah, Guns and Hardys. Like
yeah.
this is one of those like
So-
watching through the phone.
Yeah, so I don't think it was bad. I actually don't hate the Ass Boys.
No, I don't either. They're fine.
I think the one that
they're not the problem. in the
No,
match.
no. The one that uses the topic in his hair more,
Was it the one with the top pony or the short hair?
the short hair.
Oh yeah.
He uses a lot of topic.
Mhm.
He sells all like a Scott Hall light kind of Kurt Hennig light kind of thing, and I like that. I think he's a better sell than his brother.
Yeah.
People don't sell enough in wrestling today,
brother.
but I like that. But the Hardys are completely useless. And good news is we probably won't see them on TV for a little while because Jeff can't get to Canada
No, they said
because
like
of his DUIs and
well,
everything, because of his problems. You reap what
yeah.
you sow. I'm glad that he's all the reports say he's taking everything really seriously. He's being real good.
I saw he's not taking independent bookings.
Right,
He's doing select conventions,
Like
with
one or
his
two a
brother.
month. He said, like,
Yeah.
oh, that's great. Have the support system. I hope people are doing right. I hope he's doing good. I wish nothing but the best. But you're gonna miss like a month of TV because you can't get into Canada. Too fucking bad. But yeah, this was just what it was.
Yeah.
It was also just to write the Hardys off TV.
Yeah,
Because it
plus-
very quickly becomes not about the Hardys.
Like, it's just like, hey, shuffle the shit to the
Yes.
side. Bullet Club Gold helps them get the win.
Right. Returning the favor.
Yes, so they're beating down the Hardys after the match.
I for the life of me do not want the Ass Boys in the Bullet Club.
I still don't think it's going to happen.
I hope not.
It's just like you scratch
heels,
our back,
yeah,
we'll scratch
right.
yours. Ricky Starks runs out.
Yes.
So they start fighting.
Yeah.
And then
FTR comes out.
then
also
so FTR came out. Was it FTR? Yeah, FTR came out.
Yes.
So then at this point it's 4-on-3,
Right.
and here comes fucking,
Because the Hardys had got beat down and just left.
shuffle.
And then it's the Guns and Bullet Club Gold beating up
FTR, and then Ricky
FTR
Starks,
and Starks.
and then
Yeah.
out comes CM Punk.
Which if you listen to Busted Open After Dark, Bully Ray said that he really liked it because he didn't play his music. In WWE, he would have played his whole music before he
I
ran
do
out.
like that.
I think it makes sense. Right.
Yeah.
That's how you should do
That's
it.
how it should be
Shouldn't
fucking
queue up your
done.
music. You should just
Yeah.
run out.
Exactly.
Maybe a little later than he probably would have been if you were worried about your friends getting beat up. But I get it.
Still though,
But no music is the right way to go.
Yeah, that's
I don't want
the
to
way to
give
fucking do
credit to Brother Ray Deadly, but
I don't even think it's credit to him. A lot of people have been saying that.
Yeah,
for
right.
years
It's just what you're
about
supposed to do,
wrestling,
right.
You know, like
right. WWE
the
always
infamous
hits the
when
music.
Jeff Hardy debuted and he came out
Dancing
dancing to his music while his
Well,
brother
I was
getting the
getting
shit kicked out of
It's
him.
fucking hilarious.
Yeah, Yeah, though,
I would assume that that's Punk and FTR's influence, though. I would assume that when they're working that out with an agent or coming up themselves or whatever they're doing, no music. Right. Let's give everybody a surprise. They're in Chicago. We were kind of told beforehand that the Elite aren't going to be there.
Yeah.
They just did some pre-tapes. So, you're going to see Punk. It's just what it is. You're in Chicago.
Yeah.
Right.
He comes out, place goes fucking ballistic.
Yeah.
They run off Bullet Club and the Guns.
Yes.
Then Punk gets on the mic and he goes, "You 4 versus us 4 this Saturday on Collision." And he says into the camera, "I'm a Collision guy. I'm not even supposed to be here."
Right. So it's Punk, FTR, and Starks.
Yeah, Punk, FTR, Icky, Starks.
Yes.
To which Danhausen says it needs to be CMFTR, Icky, Starkshausen eventually.
I like it. Punk in a Danhausen shirt.
It was funny. I saw Danhausen's like, Pepsi Phil, you are now my best friend. Please buy my merch. And RJ City tweeted, he's like, yeah, like Danhausen needs more fucking merch money.
Right. But I think this is good because this gives that one more opportunity to do right and have Ricky turn.
I said that to somebody today.
And join the Bullet Club.
They did did you see the backstage promo that, like, it just went on Twitter?
The one with Juice?
No, this was with Punk, FTR, and Ricky.
Oh, no.
It was really good.
Was it?
Yeah. And then, it was the Juice one, man.
The Juice is great. Yeah.
Punk, you want to put me to sleep? I got 8 hours.
I got my 8 hours.
I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, like, the way to go, it's a perfect fit. They should have done the last week or whatever. It's such a good idea. But you want to build a heel faction to stand up against Punk and FTR. It's Ricky Starks and the Bullet Club.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Like,
it's
dude,
right fucking there.
Like, Punk Starks would be awesome.
Right.
Fuck, it'd be so
you could
good.
break them all off into singles matches if you wanted to.
Yeah.
FTR was having good singles matches. We know that Jay White and Juice can do it.
Oh, of course.
It works every which way, every way you think of.
Yeah.
It's the right fucking thing to do.
I agree, man.
And when it happens, credit us. We came up with it.
Please.
Bitches.
Jay Briscoe, Jeff Jarrett, concession stand brawl.
We had a little hype video for it, and then much sillier than the influence, the match that influenced
sillier,
it.
Yeah, but still
no color, but except for the yellow mustard in Jeff Jarrett's hair.
It was fun.
It had a stealth Karen Jarrett,
dude.
Run in
stealth Papa Briscoe choke slamming Jay Lethal through a table.
The funniest thing about that, and it was a great choke slam, and Papa Briscoe fucking rules. But like when they go over to him and like Lethal's like looking at him and he's supposed to be just like a worker in a hat.
Yeah.
It's so obviously Papa Briscoe that I was like, oh, Papa Briscoe's here by this table. Something's going to happen.
It was awesome.
It was great.
Yeah, dude, the whole match was so much fun.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Jeff Jarrett, man, getting the highest rated
listen,
segment again,
Jeff
brother.
Jarrett, listen, I'm completely converted, man, for real.
Yeah.
I've said it a bunch.
You hear that, Joe?
I've said it a bunch.
We got him.
I'm completely converted. Like, he just goes out there and puts on super entertaining shit.
Yeah.
I didn't love the match. I kind of wish it was a little different, but I get it.
Yeah, it was goofy.
Like, I get it. I don't know that you necessarily need to harken back to the memory of the original concession stand brawl when your plan is just to be like a little bit of a food fight
and
then
the start of the
ring.
concession stand.
Yeah. Weird. But
fun though.
But it was is Jarrett is just going out there and just putting on entertaining, like basically low stakes wrestling that's fun every time.
Like the Lucha Brothers do the run in.
He's a joy every time he comes out. Like he really is just doing really fun, cool stuff.
Yeah.
I like it.
I love when Jay Briscoe looks at the Lucha Brothers, just goes, "Mi amigos."
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
We get the Blackpool Combat Club promo where Davidson's like, yeah, Okada ain't showing up, but I'm still going to call him out later. And Moxley cutting that. The man just cuts great promos.
Yeah, of course.
Tall, dark, and sexy Takeshita.
Yes.
What a fucking name. Yeah, and he says like,
and they do sort of again make sure you know that it's Takeshita's not in the Blackpool Combat Club.
There's not Callis.
They're united heels against the common enemy right now.
Moxley says so for Forbidden Door. It's gonna be Moxley, Claudio, Yuta, and the Shooter, and Takeshita.
Yes,
and they're challenging the Elite, and whoever they could,
two partners,
people they can find.
Yes.
So I'll fast forward a little bit just to keep this kind of in check. Okay. Not the end of the show.
Well,
But they do the Elite like promo.
Yeah.
They say, you know, like, we'll be finding people. Eddie Kingston comes walking in and just like, I don't like you.
Right. I don't respect you.
Yeah, I don't like you. I don't respect you, but I'll fight.
Right. But I want to fight
problem.
Claudio so bad I'll team with people I fucking hate.
Yeah, which is such a good
Right. It's such a great thing. And he's like, but I picked the other guy.
Yeah,
because I don't trust any of you.
Then they said, yeah, I'm picking the other one. I'll announce him later.
Right.
Then we get Jericho, Sammy, and Minoru Suzuki.
Right. Les Suzuki gods.
Versus so fucked up.
So stupid.
Versus I just have them written here as Flippies.
AR Fox, Darius Martin.
Yes.
And Action Andretti.
Taz is like trying to hype up Darius Martin. He's like, this kid, you gotta watch. He can throw some hands.
Yeah.
Suzuki hits him once, and Taz just goes, whoop. Taz was amazing, by the way, on commentary again.
Yeah.
During the concession stand brawl, he said, there's hot dogs, there's frankfurters, whatever tickles your fancy.
Yeah.
God, I love him so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, this was fucking fun.
It was a lot of fun. I think the young kids in this match made Jericho work a little bit.
They did.
It's
Jericho
fun.
actually, he looked good.
He did. It's fun that Jericho kicked out of Andretti's finish that has beat him. Yeah. Jericho has said that he's never going to get his win back from Andretti. He's promised that.
Oh, cool.
But that doesn't mean he won't kick out of his finish in a tag match. And I thought
he should have kicked out at one.
I thought for sure that like Suzuki was going to pin Andretti and be like, Jericho didn't get it back, but Andretti knows where he is.
When they did like the Jericho little spinneroonie thing where he poses, and Suzuki went and posed with, I'm like sitting there and I'm going, why the fuck does Minoru Suzuki like Chris Jericho?
I don't know.
They just
do. They get along. Yeah,
they
they're
never
buddies.
had a match.
No,
they're just weirdly buddies.
I guess so.
Yeah, I thought the match was good though.
Yeah.
Suzuki hitting the gotch, I'll never
it's awesome.
pop for.
We got Kaze Dinare again.
Great.
It's just the man, close personal friend of both of
course,
us.
yes.
Friend of the show, Minoru Suzuki.
Friend of my heart.
It's just so much fun to watch. Seeing like the kids lay it back in, like the younger guys lay it back in on him is real nice too.
The one dude, I think it was Darius Martin, hits a forearm.
Yeah.
And Suzuki's just deadpanned. And he looks at the camera and he just smiles. I was like, God, you're the best.
Yeah. And then he's the only pro wrestler I won't make fun of for not wearing knee pads.
You're gonna make fun of him for anything?
And then Jericho wins with a proper lion tamer.
I tweeted out and you tweeted out at the same time.
Because the kids
they want to take the lion tamer.
They have the neck to do it. You know, they're not.
None of this Walls of Jericho shit. Hit me with a lion tamer.
Right, lion tamer's infinitely cooler.
He calls out Sting for Forbidden Door for Les Suzuki gods.
Yes.
Versus Sting, Darby, and whoever they could find.
Yeah.
Sting comes out.
Renee came down to like talk to him about it.
Oh,
shit, sorry.
Sting comes out and he goes, "Why you getting mad, Chris? Why you cursing under your breath at me? What's going on, bud?"
Right.
And he just goes, "Trust me, we got a partner."
Yeah.
And Darby says, "And Chris, you forgot you've pissed a lot of people off and made a lot of enemies."
Right.
And they said, "We'll tell you our partner on Collision."
Right.
So
not on Rampage.
No, not on Rampage. So we're gonna go to
Collision. Save it for the A show,
dude. Sting back on Saturday Night Wrestling.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah.
So speculation. Is it going to be anybody but Naito? I know you had floated Ultimo Dragon.
Yeah.
I think it's got to be Naito, right? There's no LIJ representation on Forbidden Door at all.
Shingo, no Hiromu.
Right. You would think they'd want to get Yoda Tsuji over here.
Yeah, maybe Yoda Tsuji showed up at a Noah show today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. So you think you'd want him here so they get the Tim bump? But that's not going to happen.
The Tim Taylor bump.
The Tim Taylor bump. But
what the fuck, he's on the Tsuji. Oh, I forget what he said.
Yeah.
What he's on.
But no, LIJ. So it's got to be Naito because him and Jericho had that match for the IWGP back in the day. Was that when Naito was double belted?
No, that was just for the Intercontinental belt. That's when Jericho was Intercontinental champ.
Oh, okay.
Over in Japan.
All right.
Yeah, it was Wrestle Kingdom 13.
I thought it was, I wasn't sure if it was for the. I thought it was for the IWGP.
No, that was just for the white strap.
Okay.
Yeah.
I missed that belt. That was a good belt.
Dude, so good.
But somehow New Japan took two cool looking belts and combined them into one shitty one.
They sure did.
Not the person who holds it though.
No.
Ed.
Did you see his comments about Jungle Boy today?
Oh yeah.
He's like, yeah, kind of disappointed. Don't really know who the fuck this guy is.
You think an open challenger would be answered by somebody better, and I like that because here's what's going to happen: is that Jungle Boy's going to look like $1 million, and Sanada's going to shake his hand, and they're going to hope that it gives Jungle Boy the rub, like the IWGP champion beat you, but you wrestled a really good match. Like he's going to come out like, I didn't think you were, going to be anything, and you put me through my paces.
I can't wait to see the crowd because apparently the crowd on Rampage for Jungle Boy is. We'll see tomorrow.
Different place. We'll see. Different place, different country, right?
So they kind of show the blind tag tournament. It's just the lethal lottery. They RJ City's spinning the thing. Shivani's pulling names.
Yeah.
They say, "Oh boy, yeah, we'll announce names upcoming." A lot of teasing last night.
Yeah, a lot of teasing. You're right.
Which does eventually lead to Adam Cole in the ring.
Yes.
He's calling out MJF, saying he's basically a bitch for not giving him 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
MJF comes out, they jaw back and forth. Shivani just stands up.
It's excuse me.
I do like they both yelled, "Shut up, Shivani."
Right, because they both don't like him.
Yeah, that was
for
fun.
different reasons.
So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And he announces the first 2 names that were pulled were MJF and Adam Cole.
So I love that they're doing Lethal Lottery.
I said to you, I was like, yo, that's so good.
Right. They should come up with a better name for it. Come up with a gimmick name for it.
I wonder if it's trademark.
Yeah, well, we can't call it Lethal Lottery, but like you can call it something
trademark.
Other than,
You can't.
Yeah, but like they're just saying like random tag match generator,
like
whatever.
Blind tag. Generator.
Come up with a better name.
Yeah.
But anyway, my favorite thing about this is that when Adam Cole says, when it's announced that they're going to be in this tag team tournament, and Adam Cole says, "You want me to tag with him?" And MJF says, "You want me to wrestle every week?"
Yeah. So what kind of dog and pony show are we running here?
That's a really good moment. Like that, I don't know. I'm not willing to give Max credit for that because that's a little too good, I think. But I liked it.
I'd give him credit for it.
But I liked it a lot.
Yeah, and then Tanahashi shows up on screen. And calls out MJF again.
Right.
And Cole's like, "What are you, coward?"
Future AEW World Champion Tanahashi, man.
Calls
if
MJF
he makes
a coward.
it through Swerve.
Yeah. Oh God. Yeah. Calls MJF a coward for not wanting to wrestle Tanahashi. MJF's like, "You people want to see it? Fine."
Yeah. Right.
And then Cole just goes, "Thanks, bud," and walks out. And it's like MJF just in the ring going, "God damn it again!"
Right.
Which is fine.
Yes.
So this is where they announce the brackets for the Owen.
Oh, okay.
So I do have them.
Yes.
So for the women's, which the first match is on Rampage, it's Anna JAS versus Sky Blue.
Okay. Sky Blue rocket ship on that one.
So this Saturday on Collision.
Wait, if Sky Blue beats Anna J, does Anna J have to give up that T-shirt? Like Sky Blue should come out with like a good attitude and a.
God damn it! All right, so I'll just do the bracket side. So next Wednesday on Dynamite, it's Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho. Then that side of the bracket, the other one is Anna JAS Sky Blue.
And that's 2 heavy hitters with Britt and Ruby to get one out of the way that early.
So then the other side of the bracket, the first match is going to be on Collision, which is Nyla Rose versus Willow.
Right, Willow probably going to make it to the finals because she's champ.
And then
in New Japan.
The side of that bracket, the other match, which the match happens on Forbidden Door, is Athena versus Billy Starks.
Yeah, that's interesting. So Billy Starks is going to get the shit kicked out of her.
She's going to die.
Yeah.
You wonder if they give her a fluke win over Athena, so you don't have Willow versus Athena.
Yeah.
Because who
do you have? You drop?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then so the men's side, they announce first match. Well, not first match, but this side of the bracket. This Sunday, Forbidden Door, CM Punk versus Satoshi Kojima.
Right.
Kojima.
Lariat.
Which again,
I'm
love
not making it to the show, Gabe. Guys offer me more money.
Dude.
He's paying all my food.
He's
paying all my travel.
Best. I just watched it 2 weeks ago again, and I know that everybody's making the joke, and rightfully fucking so.
Right.
Because it's the best.
Well, and that's what I said about the Punk Samoa Joe. Like if you it's still good, but like if you know the Ring of Honor stuff, then that means a little more to you, right? Yeah. There's no way because this wasn't the original plan, right? It was according to everybody, which makes a ton of sense. With Kenta going back and forth saying, "I want the bag," and then Punk comes out with a bag.
Yeah, it was
and
weird.
Then it doesn't happen. Whatever side of the reason for it,
who knows?
Whatever it is, I will tell you that I saw somebody say that Kenta wraps himself up like a mummy when he wrestles now, which is completely true.
Yep,
he's been having awful matches lately.
He had one good one that we saw in person against Eddie Edwards of all people.
Right.
But it ain't Kenta.
Right. And it was supposed to be Kenta, and it's not going to happen. I put this on Twitter. I said, Punk, out 9 months. Kojima's a much better match for him. And there's no way that Tony Khan didn't say, okay, well, this is out. Well, who can I get? It's like, oh, wait, I can get Kojima.
Of course.
And this reference can be for everybody.
Yeah.
There's no way, because Tony Khan knows that fucking thing.
Well, I think I saw it was the New Japan World Instagram account posted up the image of it, and the caption was just lariat.
That's funny. But Punk, 9 months back, this is second, third match in, against Kenta, who, I'm sure they would be professional.
Of course.
Hopefully Kenta keeps his chops low enough, but like Kenta is also a broken down old man.
I would say hopefully Kenta's actually good,
but has a legit beef for a long time about Punk taking his finish and all that sort of. And it happens in wrestling. Whether it should be a beef or not is a discussion for another day. But there is
that Marufuji would have beef with Bryan Daniels.
Marufuji would have beef with everybody.
Yeah.
But he would have put a hit out on fucking Spanky. But but I don't know that the right decision is for Punk to be across the ring from a motivated Kenta. I just don't. I don't know that Punk wants to, and I don't think it's like I'm not saying like as a coward. I'm not saying that. I'm saying
you're implying it.
No, but that's not what I mean. That's not what I'm trying to imply.
It, though.
That's not what I'm trying to imply. What I'm trying to imply is that Punk clearly from that interview is a little worried about people shooting on him.
Yeah.
Against Kenta, who's a very hard hitter, who in real life has been open about his beef with Punk for taking his finish.
Yeah.
And you don't want that to go south on Forbidden Door in any way.
No.
Whether it would or not. But I think Kojima's a better matchup because
I think it's just a better match anyway at this point.
Well, right, and because Kenta's not any good. But I think stylistically, it being more of a brawling kind of thing is going to benefit Punk because they hit him in that 6-man. He looked fine, but they definitely he's worried. 9 months, he's working stuff out. He's injury prone.
Anybody was going to get fucking
exactly.
Hit.
You got to protect him a little bit.
Yeah,
and Koji gives you that in a little bit less. It's going to be harder hitting, but less impactful if that makes any sense.
Sure.
And I just don't think. I don't think you put Punk against Kenta right now. I think you wait. I think it's going to happen.
It could be done.
I think it's going to happen. But I think I would much rather a settled Punk into his role and into the ring.
Sure.
Before I'd put him in a battle of the go to sleeps, because that's what it would end up being.
Yeah, it would be.
You're going to tell me that Kenta's going to be okay with taking his own finish to lose a match on a fucking pay-per-view?
That's when you got to go Anaconda Vice, and then that's when Tenzan will get mad.
Right. No, Tenzan will wobble down with his fucking ankles.
Yeah, his ankles rolling out fucking left
ankles
and right.
roll like a lady walking in 8-inch heels.
I'm sorry, but in the year 2023, Kenta ain't beating CM Punk, brother.
No way. Right. It's not happening.
It just ain't happening.
Right. And that's probably where I would guess the fucking argument, if there was one, the discussion broke down because
Kenta wants to go over, brother.
Well, it's his. He's not going to lose his own fucking finish. I get it.
They don't take the finish,
right? Not since
do fucking Anaconda.
Not since. Not since.
Like,
well, I guess we can't say BJ Whitmer because he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But whole cloth BJ Whitmer stealing move sets. So, but yeah,
yeah.
I'm much
Less
more
said about that, dude,
but I am much more excited for Kojima Punk.
I am too.
Particularly because it's like one of my all-time favorite Japanese wrestlers against a guy I don't particularly care for. So I'm going to watch him get the shit kicked, watch him beat up Punk, and then inevitably lose because Kojima also isn't beating CM Punk in 2023.
That ain't happening, brother. The other side of that bracket, though, is going to be on Collision on June 29th.
Okay.
Roderick Strong, Samoa Joe.
Oh, Jesus.
So
they're going to hurt each other.
You're going to get Punk Roddy or Punk Joe.
Is Joe still title holder?
Ring of Honor TV title,
He still has that? Okay.
Yeah, he's feuding with Zack Sabre Jr. right now there.
Wow, Sabre's everywhere.
Yeah. Other side of the bracket. Wow, so on June 29th, you're getting a bunch of 3 matches on Collision for this tournament.
Well, because they want it all to be in Canada, so they're pushing it all out.
You're getting Dustin Rhodes versus Powerhouse Hobbs.
Okay, poor Dustin. See you later.
Yeah, and then Juice Robinson, Ricky Starks.
Okay.
So
that's interesting.
You're going to get the rematch of Ricky Hobbs, I'd imagine, in the semis.
But that pretty much
that blows that theory out of the water.
Choreographs that they're not going to turn Ricky.
All right. Well,
they still could, but they're not going to. That's a shame.
So those are the brackets. Last year was only, I think, 4 in each. Now it's 8 in each,
Okay.
which I think is better.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know?
Yeah. Build it up every year.
Yeah.
Until you're like the G1 and there's everybody on the rosters in it.
Well. Next match, Zack Sabre Jr. and Daniel Garcia.
Yes.
Against Orange Cassidy and Katsuyori Shibata.
Just like we all predicted.
Again, just like we all predicted.
Mm-hmm.
This match was, I thought it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Zack Sabre Jr. and Garcia get the win.
Yes.
Hashtag Dooge Scale.
Yeah. Well, because it was a roll up.
Yeah. So there you go.
Superman punch miss on Shibata. Shibata gets hit with it.
Yeah. Was it the
rolled up.
Briscoe Jarrett match? Was that a roll up too?
Yeah, I think it was.
Because at this point, I texted you at the end of this. I said,
Yeah.
I didn't know you were agenting the show tonight.
Yeah, and so I love a roll up and I love a schoolboy, but like they're a little tainted when it's like a hit into it. Like I like just the surprise roll up.
Come on.
But it's fine. It still gets the +3 stars.
Yeah.
Hashtag Dude Scale.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought the match was good.
Yeah, I like Shibata doing the OC kicks
because
Garcia sits in his
that
pose.
Was cool, yeah.
I like that. And then I was a little thrown off by it becoming a 4-way at Forbidden Door.
So somebody brought this up last year for the inaugural match. It was a 4-way.
Okay.
This year it's another 4-way. I kind of like that.
Is that where the international title, the All Atlantic
Pac won it last year?
Oh, that's where it debuted.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then
So I'm like,
cool.
okay, if you're gonna do this show and have a tradition of that being a 4-way, I'm all about it. That's cool.
I was hyped for OC
2 guys from
Zack Sabre.
AEW, 2 guys from New Japan.
Right.
That's great.
I was hyped for Zack Sabre OC.
I do think we do get that down the line.
I think so.
That'll happen somewhere.
But this is still cool because
Kingdom?
I imagine that it's gonna spill out to Shibata Garcia for the pure title.
They are having that match at the Ring of Honor pay-per-view at the end of July.
Are they?
It's gonna be Shibata Garcia.
Yeah.
For the
So
pure
that spills out of there. OC and Sabre do their thing.
Yeah.
And then as far as I can tell, the only man that doesn't hold the belt in any promotion, Daniel Garcia eats the pin.
Eat the pin, brother.
Because everyone else is a champion somewhere. So
yeah. You got Will Ospreay showing up in the back.
Yeah, and Don Callis all but confirms that he's bringing back the Truth Commission.
Yeah.
He said he has military like bodyguards to bring in. If it's not the Truth Commission, if they're not at least dressed like the Truth Commission.
Yeah, and he's trying to recruit Ospreay.
The honest society.
Oh, Jesus. Tony Storm versus Willow Nightingale.
Yes.
I thought this was good.
Yeah.
Wasn't great, but it was good.
Wait, Tony Storm.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's announced for Forbidden Door.
That's right. Okay, that's announced for Forbidden. I'm jumping ahead of my shit.
You jumped to Statlander.
I fucked my notes up last night. Yeah, Tony Willow was announced for Forbidden Door. My apologies.
Yes.
Statlander Taya.
This is bad.
Yeah, dude. So, all right. Chris Statlander, please don't do that moonsault off the apron again.
Right.
I fear for your knees.
Right. Especially when Taya's out of position because she stinks.
Dude, so, like,
Taya is either out of position.
So she
either has no follow through on her moves, so they look like dog shit. When she knows her moves aren't going to hit, they look like dog shit.
Yeah.
Then she's either out of position, or she's not paying attention, or she's slow on the turnaround.
Yeah.
Or she's just generally looking lost in the match.
You know what I was thinking? I've watched so much goddamn wrestling this week. I was thinking about that match from Collision with Tony and Willow in the tag.
I'm
fucked up,
but
don't mind me.
This I don't understand why Taya is getting another shot here, but whatever. I mean, I get it storyline wise. I just don't get it like TV wise. I don't know why people are wasting money on her.
I giggled at what you said last night.
What did I say?
God, I hope it's a 6-week contract.
I hope it's dude. So like, if you remember when they brought in. When they brought in 2.0, it was a short-term deal.
Yeah, it was like a 3-month.
It was a prove it. It was a prove it deal, right? So why aren't you still doing that? And you should be doing it with Taya Valkyrie because she's literally been everywhere, and everywhere has let her walk.
Yeah, she stinks.
Or have let her go. One of the two.
Sorry, dog. You suck.
She's not. She might actually be the worst wrestler on the planet. Because at least Dana Brooks gives a shit. Like,
she's bad, dude.
Taya she's bad. Everything she does is bad.
Real bad, brother.
And when she plays to the crowd, nobody gives a shit.
Nope.
Like, she's bad. There's nothing about her that's any good. I don't want to see her on TV. And like, they're opening their wallet even more. We'll talk about this fucking next week. But like, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I do not. When I watch her wrestle, I'm like, not only does she look bad, she makes the other wrestlers look bad. Like, this is Statlander's second title defense of this, right?
I think it's the third. But
Third, whatever. And she's in a bad match because of her opponent.
Yeah, Statlander looked great.
Statlander looks fine.
Man, ugh.
But, like, Taya is awful.
Yeah, she's really bad, dude.
Awful. I just do not get it. I don't see what she brings in any capacity.
Yeah, she stinks out loud. So this was running to the end of the show. I look at the clock and I'm like, dude, we got like 5 minutes left.
Oh yeah, it's close.
We've still got 2 things to do here. Eddie Kingston's in the ring.
Right. They did it real smart.
Wearing his beater, and he goes, I just got hernia surgery. I got to throw my shirt on. It's a Terry Funk shirt.
Right.
And I just like, he's perfect.
Right.
He's
of course.
just perfect.
Absolutely.
Calls out, or he didn't really call out Moxley.
No.
Moxley just walks through the crowd.
Right.
Which, again, no music. I was like, perfect.
Right.
Like, walks through.
He cuts a really funny promo, and you could tell that I was like, I think Michelle was still at this point. And I said, I hope they told Eddie to keep it to wrap it up because he's gonna talk forever when he gets out there. He gets on a roll,
go, man,
and he's so good. He's whatever, and say I think he does. He mentions Claudio first, right, and then Mox comes out, face to face,
and Mox, dude, he's like, "Listen, man, like, you fight with me, like, I got your back." You fight alongside of me or whatever. He's like, now you're fighting against me. He goes, you know how this ends, Eddie.
Yep.
And I was like, dude, this promo was so good.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of when they had their program and how fucking good that was and how that was in front of nobody because it was during COVID times. And it made me real sad.
Yeah.
Seeing these two in the ring, I think I even texted you. I was like, dude, I need this. I need Eddie Mox again.
It's going to be interesting because in this match, either Eddie and Mox are going to square off and not hit each other because they're friends.
Because I don't think they hit each other last night.
Oh, they didn't.
Yuta jumps Eddie and Danielson. They jump Eddie.
Right.
Mox didn't.
Or they're going to get in the ring and kick the ever-living shit out of each other. Yeah, dude. But Eddie's pretty clear. Like, you cross the line when you sided with Claudio. You know how much I hate him.
Yep.
That's who I'm coming for.
And like I said to Mox, he goes, I'm your brother. He goes, and you picked him over me.
Right.
He goes, now you cross the line.
Right.
It's like, fuck, it's so good. And Eddie's like, you know what? Enough of this shit, dog.
Yeah.
Our part is Ishii throws the mic. That's where Yuta and Danielson come running out and jump Eddie.
Right.
And then here comes Big Tom running out to make the save for Eddie. I was like, I'm sitting there and I'm going, DJ's just so happy.
Well, there's no other choice. When he said it, I knew it was going to be Ishii. And it's just my dude. That's my dude forever. I love him so much. He very temporarily beats up 3 guys from Blackpool Combat Club by himself.
Yeah.
I was like, of course he does, because that's Big Tom.
Yeah, it's Big Tom, baby.
And Big Tom lined up against anybody in Blackpool Combat Club is going to be fucking dynamite.
He has history with fucking Moxley.
Right.
Like, he has history... like the matches he's had, like the tags with Yuta,
but he just
Claudio.
did the 3-on-3 for the
that's
Never
what I mean.
Opens.
Yeah.
Right. So it's perfect. I love Big Tom.
Yeah.
There are 2 guys in this match now on the opposite side that I genuinely love, and now I can kind of ignore the Bucks.
Yeah.
But also looking towards the future, Eddie's in the G1. Eddie has 2 matches, conceivably 2 matches on Independence Day, the 4th and 5th over there.
Yeah.
For New Japan Strong. So it's going to be the last we're going to see Eddie for a month or 2.
In America.
In America.
Yes, yeah.
So I would imagine that this match ends with Eddie being, storylines beat up or stretchered out or something.
It doesn't have to.
It doesn't have to, but I think they'll lay him out, maybe.
We'll see.
I think maybe they don't. I don't know.
Yeah,
you would think they'd want to write him off for a bit because it's going to be a while.
So Danielson, they have Ishii down. Danielson gets on the mic and he goes, I'm going to kick your fucking head at Ishii because I know Okada ain't here. There's that coin drop.
Right.
Dude, that crowd.
That's chaos right there, brother.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Because Kazuchika Okada comes running out.
Ishii's Okada's like older brother.
Hey, man,
like that's
chaos.
He takes care of Okada. That's his boy.
Okada, I love that Okada wears Chuck Taylors.
Yeah, well,
he comes running out. Him and Danielson they just square off. They just face off. He beats up Yuta.
Yeah,
lays out Yuta with the Rainmaker.
Of course.
Why? Because Yuta's a young boy. And Okada's very pissed at the young.
Yuta already pinned him, didn't he?
Yuta pinned Okada?
Didn't he?
You'd have pinned Omega.
Oh, Omega. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, yeah.
And then, dude, when Danielson and Okada were face to face,
Mm-hmm.
I was just sitting there like, it's fucking happening.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I was texting him like, dude, I can't
right.
wait.
So here's the thing. I'm sure the answer is yes. But has there ever been, and maybe people don't agree with this, but this is how I feel, and this is how you feel, and a lot of people feel. Has there ever been truly the two best wrestlers in the world facing off against each other like this is going to be?
You can make a case, Joe Kobashi.
Okay, yeah.
Joe at that time.
Kobashi definitely was.
Yeah, and Joe at that time.
When was that? Was that 05?
05.
So Kobashi's in his 2 or 3 year Noah title run.
Yeah.
Is he Noah champion when he does that match?
I'm not sure. I know he didn't have the belt with him,
No,
but he's
well,
on
it doesn't matter.
that
Yeah.
second run where he was like gone.
Yeah, that's his god run.
And
It's
Joe
right off of
was
it.
like,
yeah, right.
You know, so you
Well,
really
and that is like arguably one or two
that's a
best indie match ever.
Yeah,
so,
ever.
Yeah.
Joe might be involved in 2 of the top.
Well,
3
Joe
indie
is
matches ever,
the only
yeah.
other one that'll accept
Yeah,
to
Joe
take his
Necro.
place is Joe Necro.
Yeah, I watched that twice this week.
Yeah.
By the way, that's my feel good match. Yeah, though I would probably put Joe Kobashi.
Yeah.
But now Danielson Okada, like,
Yeah.
holy fuck,
It's
man.
no question to me. It's that they're the two best wrestlers on the planet.
Yeah,
it's
no
no
doubt.
question.
No doubt. You know, it's a big deal when Marcus was hitting us up last night, being like, Okada, just be like, what a good fucking piece of business that
Yeah,
was.
right. Like it's just there's no question. It's one. That's number one. It's 1A and 1B.
Oh my God, I can't wait,
all right.
dude.
So here's the thing about this though is because this is the show. This is the end of the show of
that was it.
of Dynamite.
It's the end of America.
What? Okada beats Dragon, right?
Yeah.
He has to.
Yeah. Unless there's some nefarious means.
Yeah.
But I think Okada.
'Cause
I think Okada beats Dragon.
Yeah. Because I was
Dragon ain't done in New Japan though.
no, but because I was looking at this card, right, and I don't want to go over the whole thing, but like Danielson Okada, that's a toss up,
It's
right? Omega Osprey's winning,
Osprey should win.
right?
To
And
set up
right.
round 3 of
Yes.
Wrestle Kingdom.
MJF Tanahashi, MJF's winning.
Yes.
Sonata Jack Perry, Sonata's winning.
Yes.
Tony Willow's winning.
I don't know.
Oh no, Tony's probably gonna win that one, I guess, because she's AEW
That's a
champ.
toss-up to me,
That's a
though.
toss up. Punk Kojima.
Punk's gonna
Well,
win.
that Tony Willow is for the AEW women's title. Both titles aren't on
It
the
is
line.
for the
I'm
title?
pretty sure. I think it is.
Okay, if it's for the title,
Then
definitely
Tony
Tony.
wins.
If not,
Yeah.
then it's a toss-up.
Punk Kojima, Punk wins. OC Shibata, Zack Sabre Jr., Danny Garcia. OC pulls it off.
He should retain.
He should.
Unless they want to flip it to Garcia here.
But then that throws a weird fold into Garcia going after Shibata for the Ring of Honor title.
yeah,
Uh,
OC should win.
Adam Cole, Filthy Lawler, Cole.
Spoiler.
Well, sorry. Whatever. Sting, Jericho, Suzuki, and Sammy. I would assume Team Sting.
should win.
And then the Elite Blackpool Combat Club. I'm gonna guess that the Elite wins.
That's another toss-up for
It's
me.
another toss up.
Yeah.
But it looks to be a little New Japan one sided.
I think it's an even mix.
But I don't know. Like Okada Dragon is tough.
That's a toss-up.
Because Dragon's the best in the world, but he's not the number one guy in AEW right now.
Yeah, and Okada is clearly
And
the number one guy.
Okada's
in
the
New
number
Japan.
one guy in all of Japan.
Yeah.
And I just think that you put Okada over. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do a draw.
Yeah,
And,
you
you run it back at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah,
I don't think there's a way this doesn't get run back at Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, unless Brian wants to do something
Right,
else.
we'll see.
Maybe he wants to wrestle Sabre
Right,
over there.
we'll
you
see.
know?
But yeah, I think Okada beats Dragon.
I do too, but
Maybe not.
It could be either or.
Right.
You know, I just know I'm so fucking excited.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
It's
Forbidden Door was the best show anybody put on last
Yep.
year by a mile.
I really think it's going to be the best again this year. That's just my.
It looks really good.
Yeah, I can't fucking wait, dude.
We'll see what happens.
But now, do you want to take a trip with me?
Yeah, let's go on a trip. Hey, look at us. We made it again.
We're back.
Such easy travel.
Thankfully, Japan's coming to us this week.
Yeah, right.
But who else? Who knows what might else happen over there?
There is a Stardom pay-per-view.
Oh, yeah, that's right, because
on the 25th.
That's this weekend.
Yes.
Because
that's why Stardom's not on Forbidden Door.
Yeah.
It's the same day as
that's
Forbidden
and
Door.
that's what Tony said in the press conference. That
Right.
He's like, it's hard because they have to do their own shows
Right.
too.
Yeah.
And
Correct.
but he said I do want involvement with Stardom moving forward.
Yeah.
So
So
all right. I guess we'll talk about what I watched.
yes, because I only watch 3 things from one company. So
yeah,
you're
so- from Pro Wrestling Noah, Green Journey in Nagoya.
okay.
I watched the GHC title match between Jake Lee and Takashi Segura.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they beat the fuck out of each other
Sure.
for like almost a half hour.
Yeah.
So I was fine with that.
All right.
It was really good. Jake Lee retains.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was a really good match.
Yeah.
I know you're not very high on Jake Lee.
I don't love him.
He looked good here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
good.
him and Segura. I mean, again, they just
I don't dislike the man. I just don't. I don't hate him. I just don't. I don't know. He hasn't hooked me.
yeah they and then today,
They not seeing one.
and I have the tournament here. So
Mhm.
A block, you're getting Jake Lee, Kanoa, Masakita Miya, Jack Morris, Yoshiki Inamura, Tim Thatcher, some guy named Adam Brooks,
Okay.
and Yuki Yoshioka.
Hmm.
And then B block,
Mhm.
you get Go Shiozaki,
Okay.
Katsuhiko Nakajima,
Mhm.
El Hijo del Dr. Wagner Jr., Manabu Soya, Daike Inaba, Saxon Huxley,
Yes, he's been teaming with Thatcher a lot lately.
Lance Anawae. Yeah.
Which one's that one?
He's been in MLW as part of like the Samoan Dynasty.
Okay. What's his
Not that
nickname?
I fucking watch that. He's not Jacob Fatu, the small
Oh,
werewolf.
okay. Does he have a cool nickname?
I don't know.
Ugh.
And Yuma Anzai from All Japan.
Okay.
So that runs August 6th through September 3rd.
No Anthony Green in that.
No.
That's a shame. I didn't mention this at LVAC, but I talked to Anthony Green briefly about Noah and stuff and
Yeah.
how much fun he's having, and that was it was a good little talk with him. It was nice to see him. I thought about trying to hit him up and pitch him for come on here and talk to us, but I know he's going back over soon. So
He is. They announced I think in mid-July he's over there again.
Oh, okay.
But that's the N1. Again, that's going to be less covered than the
Yeah.
G1. Just because,
Lance Anoa'i, whatever, is current MLW World Tag Team Champion.
Okay.
He is 31 from Allentown, Pennsylvania.
I figured.
6'1", 225. Debuted in 2010.
There you go.
Yeah, let's see. Spent his early years in World Extreme Wrestling. Wrestled for Maryland Championship Wrestling, Pro Wrestling Syndicate. There's a double Pro Wrestling Syndicate.
That's a double
mention.
MCW mention
Yeah.
in real life because we were talking to Jenna about that.
Oh, yeah, that's true. House of Hardcore. He won the ECWA Super 8 in 2019.
Oh, there you go.
And he had WWE tryouts in 2015.
Northeast Indy guy.
In 2015, he wrestled on SmackDown in a losing effort against the Ascension, where he tag teamed with Rhett Titus.
That's a choice.
And then on February 2017, he lost the losing effort to the Authors of Pain.
Oh, interesting.
He
Well,
had
he's
another
in,
tryout in 2019.
well, he's in the N1, so there's that.
He lost to Shane McMahon in 2019 on Raw.
There you go.
Very weird. There's no picture of him here. It's very weird.
Well, Google him if you want to find out more.
He's a member, as a member of the Samoan SWAT team with Juicy Finau. They're the new.
That name's taken.
So
From New Japan, they're on the New Japan road shows currently,
Uh-huh.
but the one show this week was.
okay. Sorry, I looked him up. He looks just like Aaron Solo.
Yeah, he looks a solo.
He's a bit of a smaller guy. Okay.
So New Japan had the Yuji Nagata produced show. Blue Justice 12, Blue Justice Return.
Oh, okay.
I only watched one match from this. It was the main event. It was
Yeah.
Tanahashi Man, Master Wato, Kojima, and Yuji Nagata going up against the stable in All Japan, which we're going to talk about more in a bit.
Yes.
Zenichi Shinji Dai, which is Atsuki Aogi,
Mm-hmm.
Kento Miyahara, Yuma Anzai, and Yuma Aogi.
Okay.
That seems to be like the top guys in All Japan right now. You know, obviously other than Nagata being the Triple Crown champion.
Right, sure.
This was a very fun, like, house showy main event.
Was this the one where Yuji had the 3 belts back?
No. That was, he defended that on the New Age Maniac show, which that match I didn't watch.
Oh, that's the one I didn't watch. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, man, it was fun.
Yeah.
Listen, we celebrate Yuji Nagata. He went with the Nagata lock.
Okay, nice.
As Kevin Kelly said, he has the Nagata lock. He goes, let me check my numbers. Nagata lock 54. So yeah, Nagata wins.
Okay.
Fun celebration, Yuji Nagata. Part of me is like, man, I wish we get like Punk Nagata.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. A good matchup too.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man.
Hold on. What if, I know he's All Japan champion right now, but he's on loan. Jericho also has a history with Yuji Nagata.
That'd be fucking wild.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yuji Nagata staying, like, they're WCW around the same time.
Christ.
I don't think Yuji feuded with Jericho over the belt at all.
No.
But Yuji was definitely there at the time.
It's
whatever. One more thing. Lance Unwai is the son of Samu.
Okay.
So.
But yeah, fun man.
Yeah, I love Yuji. We love Yuji.
It's cool seeing like the All Japan guys getting love too because the New Japan branded show.
Yeah,
so obviously they're getting lesser love, but you know, it was still cool. So Kojima is a motherfucker. I love him. So
Kojima
much.
rules.
So All Japan.
Yes, this is what I watched.
Yes. So this match happened a week ago Thursday, but I kind of wanted to watch it because it set up the card for Friday.
Mm-hmm.
This is for the tag titles.
Yes.
So it was the challengers, Zenichi Shinji Dai, which is Kento Miyahara, and Yuma Aogi, against the tag champs. Congo, which is Kenoa and Manabu Soya.
Yes.
We have new tag champs in All Japan. What do you think of the match?
Very good.
Yes.
Great, like, in almost the classic All Japan style. The last 5 minutes is fucking bananas.
Balls to the wall, dude.
Which some people don't like. And I don't think this match was necessarily slow at any point. But it does build to that last 5 minutes. It's sort of the Kings Road style.
Yep, exactly.
You know, so you get that sort of build, and it's great when it's done really well. It's done very well here. My favorite part is Kento Miyahara does, like, the running knee. Everybody does a running knee. I don't know what he calls it. It's whatever it happens to be. But at one point, he goes to give it to Soya, and Soya just headbutts him in the knee. And I was like, that was goddamn
awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how you block a knee. I thought this was good. We get a title change. The Noah boys lose the belts.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
You know, because at the N1 coming
right,
up,
with the N1
they're going to be tied up for a month.
Right.
You
Absolutely.
don't want to have them not on All Japan shows.
Right. And Kento Miyahara is wildly over.
Crazy.
Even with a smaller crowd in All Japan, sadly, probably the third company in Japan, maybe even lower. Fourth, maybe. Depends.
The deathmatch ones you might put them
right.
They seem to be.
If you count Stardom, they're definitely fourth or fifth.
They seem to be gaining a little traction.
Little bit. Little bit. Well, because they're loaning good people, and Kojima's going back and forth. And
Japan's like on like a really cool level right now.
Yeah, for sure.
A lot of guys are working different places.
Yeah.
It's not just all separated.
Wrestling as a whole is on a really cool level.
It really
right
is,
now.
dude.
It's really wild.
It's so cool.
It might be a more golden age than we've ever had.
Yeah,
like just
1,000%.
Because of access. And just
guys and girls working multiple places.
Right.
It's so awesome.
Access to the indies, what's on regular TV, ease of access to Japan. Like, it's never been this easy to watch great wrestling.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this was very good. I like this match a lot. And then afterwards you get the little setup for the tag match the next night.
Yeah. So when I was watching these All Japan matches, I'm like, oh, there's 3 tag matches. I was like, you'll like it's all tags, you know. So before we talk about the main event of All Japan New Age Maniacs,
you want to talk about the main event first because I never recovered. I watched it.
I was the same way.
But I didn't recover.
So the tag team of Strong BJ,
right,
which is Daisuke Sakamoto and Yuji Okabayashi,
had a couple of those.
Couple strong. Against the team of Violent Giants.
Yes. What a great name.
Tsuji Ishikawa and Suwama.
Yes.
DJ?
Yes, sir.
Why did they hit each other for real?
They hit each other real hard. I don't think I've still recovered from this match. This is my match of the decade, match of the year, match of the, I don't know, century.
So when you sent me the clip last night, when I was watching it on Saturday or Sunday, whenever it was, I go, oh, I can't wait till he sees this spot. And then you sent the same one, and I go, I'm so happy.
I posted it. I said that's how we settle discussions. Me and Bret Hart. Because I forgot the extra T there.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah, so they're hitting each other very hard. And it is Suji Ishikawa and Yuji Okabayashi murdering each other.
So now I know you said the previous match reminded you a lot of 90s All Japan.
Yes.
The ending stretch here reminded me a lot of 90s All Japan.
Yeah, absolutely.
A lot of backdrop drivers.
Right.
High impact moves.
Yeah. This is beef the wrestling match.
It is. There's a lot of meat here.
This is I don't think I'm still not recovered. Suji Ishikawa is a giant man. And at one point he double stomps. It might have been Sekimoto
off the apron. Yeah, dude.
And I'm like, why would you if he did that to me, my insides would come out of my butthole like toothpaste out of a tube.
Everything would be prolapsed.
And you can't put that back in.
Nope,
you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. It's just what it is. And
it's the truth.
It's just what it is. It would be an awful mess in front of a lot of people. And I would just have to apologize before I died.
DJ go boom boom.
Right. It's over. It's over. If I just shit my pants after taking that move, you'd be lucky.
Yeah, seriously, you would be.
But yeah, they just beat the shit out of each other. It's giant men.
Yeah.
I think Daisuke Sekimoto might be the smallest man.
Yeah.
In this match, and that's crazy.
I think I looked. I think Okabayashi's the youngest, and he's 41. It's just old big men punching each other.
And I shared it on our Twitter. Go to our Twitter at WeNeedWrestling. But the sweat flying off of them
when they're
the slaps are for real. They're insane.
It's Yep. Because you're a tailor-made man.
I'm a tailor-made man. Not since the Boar laying it in at the LVAC.
Were they watching Boar tapes? Is that what you're saying?
I see more big meaty men slapping more than meat.
We need to send this to the Boar.
It
be
was
like, hey, man.
It was crazy. Though I was thinking about him when I was watching it, but he's not gonna like it because they bump too much.
Okay,
they bump a lot.
They do bump a lot.
But these are big men, and the slap fight was terrifying, and I loved it.
How about Okabayashi just went in with a splash?
It was just a giant. Yeah, of course, because he's massive.
I love that.
Yeah,
though.
It's insane. This match.
When the fuck does a splash win a match?
I don't know. When the guy's like 270 coming down on top of you there, I guess.
So fucking awesome.
Didn't Mike Awesome used to win with just a splash? Oh, it was a frog splash, wasn't it?
No, it was a splash, but I mean that's over 20 years.
Well,
ago.
yeah, I know.
That's what I mean. Nobody just wins with a splash.
I'm reminded
anymore.
because Did you see Butch put his thing up where he's doing the Mike Awesome?
That was real cool.
Gear. Yeah. But yeah, this match fucking ruled.
Yeah, dude.
And I watched this main event.
You just don't remember anything about it.
Dude,
it even wasn't even the main event though.
Oh no, it wasn't the main event. It was for the tag title.
So it's for the tag title. So yeah, the champs Zenichi Shinji Dai, which is Kento Miyahara and Yuma Aogi, who just won the titles the night before, going up against the other Aogi brother, Atsuki Aogi, and Rising Hayato.
What a handsome, weird-looking man.
I need Ed to get eyes on him. I need Ed's opinion on Rising Hayato.
All right.
Ed, we got to talk about. How fucking over was Hayato during this match?
Right?
He was getting cheered heavy, dude.
For sure.
So it was set up as like, hey, they're the juniors and we want to step up to the heavyweights to challenge you guys for the belts,
right.
you know? Didn't go their way though.
No, and I did watch this. It is very good.
It's
really,
really
good.
Really
It is almost like a complete stop and turn in wrestling style.
Yeah,
which is fine.
I kind of love that.
Yeah, it's fine. It's great. It diversified a card.
Diversify y'all bonds.
But I wasn't emotionally prepared.
Yeah.
For a match like this after a match we saw right before it. But it is very good. Miyahara is just so wildly over still.
And that's what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
man, All Japan.
Right.
Like, I hope they get momentum.
I hope they
you
pay him
know?
a lot of money and that he never
Yeah.
leaves.
Well, they set up for a Noah show, I think July 15th, Kento Miyahara and Nakajima.
Oh, yeah?
They showed Miyahara knocked out Nakajima at the press conference with a slap.
Oh, really?
Yep, dropped them. Yep.
I was going to say, because like, Miyahara doesn't really, I don't regard him as that hard of a hitter.
Nope.
He's much more
Dropped
of a
him.
finesse wrestler.
Yep.
So, okay.
Stepped up and just dropped one
Well,
smack.
that stinks because that means he's going to get in that ring and that's going to happen for real to him. And then just to end the match that everybody's going to spend the week yelling about how unsafe Nakajima is.
Well, Ed just sits in his room celebrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, All Japan, dude, fucking bringing it this week. I was shocked.
There were three very quality matches.
I haven't watched this much All Japan in a long time.
Yeah, it's been a bit.
So, all right, what was your favorite domestic and favorite international?
All right, Taya Valkyrie versus
Ooh,
no,
yeah.
that's not. No, get out of here.
Taya Valkyrie versus the Art of Wrestling.
Oh, it is not art when she does it. Let's see. Favorite match. Crap, that's tough. What was good this week? There was a lot of AEW that I watched.
So I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
I didn't think Dynamite was a great in-ring show.
No, that was a good show, but
Good
not
show,
great
but not
in-ring.
great in-ring.
Yeah. It's the B show. Do I say that one? I don't know that I do.
So what do you want, brother?
I thought I had it picked out before, and now I don't. Now I don't quite remember what I was gonna say. But I will say Buddy versus Andrade.
Okay.
Boom.
Solid pick, man.
That's what I will pick.
Yeah.
Oh man, but I did like the Jarrett family with Papa Briscoe. Yeah. Well, I'll stick with Buddy Andrade. I'll give those guys a rub.
All right, and international.
Oh well, there's no question about that one, pal. That is Strong BJ versus Violent Giants.
All right, yeah. That's my save for international.
This is what it is. It's match of the year right
I wish
now.
you could see me watching it. Just be like, God, I can't wait for fucking DJ.
Yeah.
To watch
Oh, it was
this.
amazing.
So my favorite domestic. So I caught up on Raw yesterday before Dynamite.
Right.
And before that, it was going to be Takeshita Bandito.
Yeah.
I'm going with that 6-man tag from Raw.
All right.
Cody,
Good.
KO, and Sammy against
Good.
the Judgment Day.
Yeah.
WWE, the product, it's just not
Yeah.
fully going to be really for anyone at this point. But man, you just give me a good fucking wrestling match on television, dude.
I like it.
I'm always gonna like it.
Right.
You know?
Absolutely.
And they did. They brought it.
Yeah.
And WWE's that's like 3 weeks in a row. I think I've gone with a WWE match.
I know. Look at
So
you.
hey,
Fucking
man.
traitor.
Hey, listen, there's no shit in my pants, that's for sure. But yeah, that's what I'm going with.
All right.
So
I like it.
I
like it.
Did you buy anything?
Nope.
Me neither. Collapsible seg.
Cool.
All right. That's it.
Bye. No.
Bye.
All right. Well, that's been We Need Wrestling for this week. Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back next week. Forbidden Door, Rampage, and Collision, and
And Dynamite. Yep.
Jesus Christ. Maybe a Stardom show in there too.
Uh-huh.
Woo. But until then, you can find us online at WeNeedWrestling.com, on social media at WeNeedWrestling. You can go to WeNeedWrestling. Did I say WeNeedWrestling.com? I did, but you can email the show at WeNeedWrestling@gmail.com.
Sure can.
We're a proud member of the Soon to Be Named Network at STBN Network on Twitter, soon-to-be-named-network.com, soon-to-be-named-network.tumblr.com. Tons of other shows there. Our other show, Wings on Wings, which new episodes drop on Tuesdays.
Yes.
Final Wrestling Place,
Yes.
At Odds with Wrestling, Long Box Heroes After Dark, Puzzle Warriors 3, Profane Argument, Hayabusa was rumored to having a third episode out, but who knows? But maybe Ed'll call us out on. He's not going to call us out on Hayabusa. That would be weird. Is that everything? I guess that's everything.
That's it,
close enough. We'll be back next week with a ton of wrestling. Thanks for listening. We truly appreciate it.
Yeah. We're in our fucking bag right now, boy.
I don't know what that means.
It means that we're hitting forbidden doors here.
Okay.
G1's right around the corner.
We just saw The Flash.
What? Almost put me in a fucking body bag watching that shit. Jesus Christ.
A ditty bag, an itty bitty ditty bag.
Sure.
This is a Sergeant Slaughter quote. You don't know that quote? From G.I. Joe.
Oh,
movie?
yeah. Itty
bitty
Yeah.
ditty bag.
Yeah.
And we'll have a Dark Side of the Ring too. Stack show next week.
Can't fuck.
Stack show this week. Stack show every week. Because
Yeah.
we're bringing it to you.
Because
we're in the bag.
I'd like, yeah.
Is that what you said? The bag?
That's what the young say.
Oh.
I would like a short stack now, please.
Of pancakes?
Yeah, you want to go to pancakes?
I mean, I would not be opposed to going to Denny's.
I mean, Denny's twice in 1 week.
Oh, buddy.
You're-
Can my butthole handle it?
Tune in next week to find out.
The answer is no.
You're listening to the soon-to-be-named network, the Lamborghini of podcast networks.
Knock it off, nerds!